Oh, yeah, there you go. Ram Jam, Black Betty. We got that one off the Twitter. Twitter is a glorious place. Nerd Breath gave me that one over the weekend. I guess Nerd Breath, he requests songs all the time, and he's like, when are you going to play one of mine, man? So there you go, Ram Jam, Black Betty. And if you like that song, you got to try out Spider Bait's version of that. Oh, they really fucking pump it up. There you go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello.
Good morning, Mark Normand.
Good to be here. Earliest I've ever been here. This is a doozy.
Is it a doozy?
Oh yeah, but I'll be
you
fine.
guys don't like getting up early.
Nah.
I don't know how Jimmy has done it for so many years.
I don't like it. I mean, the mornings just stink, but it makes, like I've said before, it makes me feel normal. Like, I went to bed early last night. I was in bed by 10:45 maybe.
Wow.
Which for me is early. I was just tired.
Yeah.
I'm always in bed by like 1.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still a little tired.
Yeah.
You know, it's still just the idea of that alarm going off. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
No.
I popped a few sleeping pills. That's the only way I can knock out.
Oh, okay. Melatonin does it for me. Like a nice little thing of melatonin. Sleeping pill, I'd probably be out until fucking next month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my system would not handle that.
They wouldn't handle that.
No.
All right. What kind of sleeping pills?
I would do the melatonin, but I do they're like gels, and I just smash them with my teeth and let that juice go, and then I chug some water.
Wait, the gummy bear ones?
Well, they're like a gel cap, but they're full of jizz or juice or something. You pop it and it just gushes in your mouth, that chemical.
You like that gushing.
Yeah, so it just hits you quicker. You don't have to like wait for the pill to dissolve. You know,
I do the gummy bears every once in a while from CVS, but I think they're just bullshit.
No,
Do they work?
Yeah, Dr. Steve, the only reason I do the gummy bears is because I was listening to Dr. Steve's show, and he said that he hates how every medicine has to be put into a gummy bear or something good. He said, except for some reason like melatonin. He says it works better in that than it does in the other pill. It's just something to do with the way the medicine is made. That was my dumb explanation.
I just feel like I'm having a little treat for myself. And if it works, great. I don't even know if it works because I'm a shitty sleeper.
Right.
I'm happy if I get 4 or 5 at night.
Don't you feel like you're losing some melatonin, though, if there's like some gummy in your teeth? And
no.
Like, is that melatonin? You know, trying to scrape it out, you know?
No, greedy, I don't.
I need every ounce.
Well, you must have been fun to do coke with.
What a nightmare.
There's some on the card.
Yeah.
I'm licking it.
Last time we had Mark Norman in, there was a blizzard that was hitting the East Coast.
That's right, yeah.
I think it fucked up your Philly gig, no?
Yeah, Friday show got canceled, both shows Saturday. It wasn't even that bad. It was just, if that accumulated over a week, no one would have thought twice.
Yeah.
Because it all hit in one night, everybody panicked.
So they canceled most of the shows down there?
Yeah, they canceled 3 out of 5.
That sucks.
I know a lot of tickets on Saturday were refunded. It was a bummer, but yeah, I met your brother-in-law. Handsome guy, by the way.
Yeah, they're a very handsome family. I got very cute kids because of my wife and that gene line. They're all like fucking models down there.
Is she as tough as the brother?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Really?
She's Philly tough.
Yeah. They're a different kind of breed down there.
Yeah, they all love fighting.
Yes, fighting.
Philly loves fighting. Boston loves fighting, too.
That's true.
Philly puts out a lot of boxers, though. There's a lot like, Sonny Liston, fucking Joe Frazier, Meldrick Taylor, Bernard Hopkins. So many great fighters come out of Philly. They just love to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
They love punching each other in the face.
Right.
They just love having bar fights. I've never seen a place that has more bar fights than Philly. It's amazing to me.
It's that combo of like horrible winter, blue collar gig, and like alcoholic father.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think they're trying to get the attention of New York City.
A little of that, a little chip on the shoulder there.
Because it's a great city down there, but it's in the shadow of
right.
New York City in a way.
Well, I will say, since my shows got canceled, I was snowed in, so I just bumbled my ass off. I had sex with 3 girls and got 1 BJ from an ex-Penn State cheerleader.
Wow.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have said that at school. But
Why not?
yeah.
Who cares? Happy you didn't wind up with the coach.
And you said X.
X. I can show you some photos. I really cleaned up out there.
Yeah, you were just sitting in a hotel room,
just bumbling away like a little scientist. And I'll tell you, that is the sluttiest town I think in America. Fuck Tampa. Philly's sluttier. Might have been the blizzard, though.
Jimmy
That might
doesn't
be a
agree
primal
with that.
thing.
No, I do horrible in Philly. I do well in Boston.
Really?
Yeah, in Philly, I have terrible, terrible numbers. I'm batting 068 lifetime.
Wow. I was just in that Rittenhouse Square area, just cleaning up.
Rittenhouse Square area is nice, isn't it?
Very nice. Swanky.
Did you go to Joe's Coffee? Did you have time to get a nice coffee at Joe's?
I don't drink the coffee, obviously.
Oh, you go with the smoothies.
Yeah.
The Jamba Juice.
Yeah, whatever. I'll tell you, I love a smoothie. I'm a real smoothie douche. But, I went to like 8. All the bars were packed. Everything was closed except for the bars. So it was a great weekend.
I think it's a good place, that Rittenhouse Square area, to be snowed in.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh, I had sex with an improviser.
Did you really?
Yeah. Which is a good time because they can't negate. You know? Just do whatever you want. They have to go with it. That was fun. Also, it's kind of like a hate fuck, stand up versus improviser. Weird little.
Neither one of you truly respecting each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would like to try a Bumble or something. I haven't been to Philly in a while. I haven't been in the city of Philly in a while.
Yeah.
All my Philly gigs in the last few years have been in Atlantic City, like that market.
So you haven't been in Philly in a while.
No, I have one this year coming up, though, in I think March, so we'll see.
What's the difference between the Bumble and the rest of them?
Bumble's the best because it's like Tinder, but the girl has to initiate. You're not allowed to say the first thing. She has to hit on you. So you
Don't you get a lot of ladies of the evening that way that are hitting?
Some of them are. I'm more on Tinder,
yeah.
though, but I haven't really noticed that on Bumble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that either. It's a lot of normal, college girls and shit. But man, once they hit you up, you're kind of already in because they hit you up. So like you have the upper hand, and so you can just kind of run with it. And then once you bring them out to a show or you send them a Conan clip, that's game over. That cash is mine.
You got a special Conan clip you send the ladies?
Yes,
Nice.
I do. I have it on copy and paste.
You might want to take a look at this.
Yeah, exactly.
How do other guys compete with that shit?
I don't know. I don't know how
Don't have
anyone.
Conan clips.
I have no idea how any guy gets laid without stand up.
And he's good looking. Like, that's the problem. Like, for me, the comedy is the only thing. Because I never fall back on my looks.
Good looking, and then he has a Conan clip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not a bad looking guy.
I'm average at best, but thank you, Mark.
Come on, the body now.
Oh, I don't know.
The body now. He's wearing Tyson gear.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
A really nice Tyson hoodie. We got to take a picture of that today.
I ordered a bunch of boxing. This guy's given me his card so many times, and I've never, I've never taken him up on stuff. I'm not good at getting free shit.
Yeah.
So I just paid for it.
It's very
I just ordered
nice.
this stuff and paid for
Yeah.
it.
Why not?
I had to get all smalls. I wanted to get some other ones. They didn't.
You're down to a small.
Everything's small.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Except my condoms.
Except for your condoms.
Yes,
That's good.
They're minuscule.
How was everyone's weekend?
I went to the fight. It was great.
Oh, you did go.
I went to that Anthony Johnson, Ryan Bader fight.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to UFC. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was quick though, right?
I was going to say the headline, but I keep forgetting the main event was very fast. It was because Anthony Johnson is known as more of a fucking hitter, and Ryan Bader took him down and paid the price. Oh boy,
And that was it.
yeah, that was really it was good. That was a great event. A lot of good fights.
Yeah, they did Jersey again. Oh, is that a recent one? You and Kenny in the
Me
front
and Kenny,
row?
that's Saturday.
Look at you with the great seats.
Yeah, Dana takes very good care of us.
We love Dana White.
Yeah, I was very.
And it was sold out, obviously, right?
I don't know. I think it was.
Had to
I
be.
didn't see any open seats. It was mobbed.
Yeah.
And then I went out with Joe after we went to Katz's Deli and stayed there till like 2 a.m.
Wow.
It was fun. Jeff Ross came and there was like 5 of us. It was really, really.
Jeff Ross checks out the fights.
No, he
You're wearing the same Tyson hoodie, I see.
I am. Yeah,
That he had on Saturday night.
well, yeah, it's an outerwear thing.
I'm just fucking around.
Yeah. So we Tony Hinchcliffe and I think contacted Jeff. And I think his girlfriend was. There was like 5 of us. It was really fun.
Oh, cool.
I did a terrible job of describing everything, but it was an enjoyable. Living at Katz's Deli.
Going to the UFC event live is just amazing. It's just amazing. Even the fights you don't really have an interest in or know their names, it's still just amazing. You're never disappointed at a UFC event.
No, Mickey Rourke was there. He's always at this.
Really?
Fight. Oh, yeah, he always goes.
How does he look?
It was good. I mean, he's in his 60s, but isn't he?
I think so. He's probably I guess. It's caucus day. So what happens now? Everyone just starts voting, or they have to stand up and walk into a corner? How does this work, Eric?
You're asking me?
Yes.
It's this antiquated system is just different for both parties.
It starts at 8 o'clock at night, Travis?
Yeah.
And what? You got to go in a room and
And then
you
I
got
think you just vote.
But everyone knows
your caucus.
Ew.
But it's not but you have to do it in public in front of everybody, right?
Yeah.
Why Iowa? Iowa seems so.
Yeah, they have their
irrelevant.
own way of doing things.
Actually, are both parties done the same way?
No,
One,
they're done differently.
Yeah, one you vote secret ballot, and then the other one you have to it's all in the public. You have to stand by your party and raise your hand.
Of course, the Republicans have a secret ballot.
I think they do.
Of
yeah.
course, they do. And the Democrats have to stand up in a room.
Yeah, you have to stand with your party. You have to stand with whoever.
All weird and shit.
Yeah.
Huh. And what? They start voting at 8 o'clock tonight? Why not at 9? Why at 8 o'clock? Do we even know that?
9 is the hour of the devil.
Exactly.
8 is the hour of the Lord.
But you have the whole day to vote, so why don't you just take advantage of that instead of starting at 8 o'clock at night? People are going to be tired.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff.
Do you care about it?
Nah, I feel like it's all the same. If Trump wins, nothing changes. Bernie wins, nothing changes.
Well, I mean, Bernie wants to make all sorts of changes, but you're right. In the end, the system is rigged.
Yeah.
Nothing really changes.
Right.
I can't think of one thing that changed with Obama in office for 8 years.
I mean, they killed.
Oh, and that'll
yeah.
make people scream. But the fact is, I didn't see any difference in my life.
Yeah.
With Obama in office, and the same when Bush was in office.
Right.
Because these guys can't make sweeping changes anymore.
No. You know what would be fun is to be like a run for president and just guarantee everything and say what everybody wants to hear. And then once you get in there, just do what you want to do. Could you do that? Is that legal?
I think that's what everyone
That's
does.
sort of what they're
Kind of
doing.
What happens.
Oh, okay. That would be a lot of fun.
Sort of.
It's easy when you hear these candidates saying how shitty of a job Obama's doing, and when I'm in office, I'm going to do this,
Right.
this, and this. And it's all bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
sure Obama said the same stuff through the process, and he didn't get much done either.
Yeah.
I think they mean it when they say it sometimes, that they really think they can get this stuff done.
That they'll be the guy.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Right.
scummy, but I think a lot of them do want to get certain things done, and they can't do it.
It's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's good. You know, it's like everyone's got to kind of agree a little bit. It's like Obama said, it's a slow tick, like a little incremental
Yeah, what did he say on the
changes on Maron's podcast.
Maron's podcast? I think he said something like, "Yeah, Jimmy, you just hope to move the needle just a little
Incremental
bit."
change. Yeah,
I forgot what percentage. He said something. It was fascinating.
2% or something.
Something like that. You just want to move it just a little bit. You realize that early on in your presidency that if you could just move it slightly, you're doing your job.
Yeah.
When most of these guys, they really think they could sweep that needle all the way the fuck around. It's just not going to happen that way for them.
Because the reality is you need like 8 people to sign off on everything.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, free healthcare.
Right.
It's just not that easy.
And Tom Brokaw really looks old. And he is. I mean, but when you're looking at him, it's like, yeah, I was watching in this, because we have Cuba Gooding coming in tomorrow. And
Yes, we do.
He's doing this OJ thing, which is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's very well acted. People versus OJ Simpson.
I was surprised how good it was.
Me too.
I thought it was sort of going to be a goof thing, but then again, it's on FX. FX takes their shit very seriously.
Very well written, and it's mostly stuff that you didn't know. Like, it's obviously a lot of behind the scenes conversations, a lot of, and he's playing it so well.
Yes.
Like, the acting is really fucking good.
I think so. I like it a lot so far. But they show a young Tom Brokaw, or a younger version.
That's what made me think of it, yeah.
A younger version, because he was near the end of his career at that point.
Yeah.
He only had a few years left when the OJ thing hit.
It's over 20 years ago. I can't believe that's over 20 years ago.
I know, it's crazy.
94 was the Bronco chase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Right around there. So 22 years ago.
I was I think I was in Annapolis, Maryland doing a gig. Might have been with Bobby Slayton at the time. And Bobby might have been the headliner. And that's when that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you think of John Travolta as Shapiro?
I don't know enough about. I'm saying I'm enjoying Travolta. But I don't know what Shapiro sounded like anymore. I don't remember. So I don't know if he's doing a good job. He's talking like this.
It sounds a little like Lorne Michaels.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Huh.
Talking to his teeth clenched. I'm a good man.
Yes.
But I don't remember Shapiro's real voice.
Is Shapiro still alive?
Yeah, I think they all are. Except for Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran,
died of a tumor.
Yeah, he died, but Shapiro's got to be pretty damn old at this point.
And Kardashian's dead.
Yeah, and Robert Kardashian. David Schwimmer does a great job at it.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, you feel like you're looking at the Kardashian.
Cuba Gooding
Who
Jr.
knew damn well that OJ did it early on.
But you think so?
Yes, that's what they're pretty much showing already in this thing.
He's a really good friend. Like, he really loved OJ. Like,
Yeah, he doesn't want to believe it, but in his head, in his soul, he knows this fucking guy did it.
as I'm watching, because I always disliked Robert Kardashian for that, but as I'm watching this, I'm like, I get it. Like, you're friends with the guy. He fucked up. You know, he's just like, he's an asshole, but he's your friend, and, you know, Twitter could kill anybody. You know, oops, wait a minute. I'm talking about this guy. I think, what happened? I was joking. I said, you stick by your friend no matter how stupid. But I get that he loved this guy so much that he didn't want to believe. Like, he wasn't just some scummy friend. Like, he really loved OJ.
Yeah, I agree with you. You see how they're squeezing in the Kardashian angle through this whole thing?
Yeah,
there's a scene where the girls, Khloe, Kimmy, and Courtney, are in their house as little girls, and their father's on TV, and they're like, "Oh, Daddy's on TV," and then they start chanting, "Kardashian, Kardashian." It's like, I guess they're trying to get that Kardashian fan base to maybe be interested in this. And then there's a scene, I don't think it's too crazy to say, where OJ, you know, has a gun to his head. He's thinking of killing himself. And Robert Kardashian comes in and goes, "Not in Kimmy's room. Not in Kimmy's room," which obviously would be Kim Kardashian.
Right.
They're like fucking throwing the Kardashian.
That's shoehorning it in.
I think so, too. And there's a few of those already, and I'm only on episode 2. Yeah. It's like, all right, I get it. Robert Kardashian, now his daughters are extremely famous.
Once OJ is locked up, though, that'll probably be it. Because Robert Kardashian wasn't a giant part of the story after that, unless I'm missing.
Well, he joined the legal team.
Yeah,
Shapiro, asked him to join the legal team, even though he wasn't practicing anymore.
Right.
So, but Travolta, when he first appears as Shapiro, it took me out of it for a little bit. I'm starting to get used to it. Do we have any Travolta clips we're allowed to play?
Well, this is FX. This is on YouTube. This is the actual trailer.
Is Travolta in this? He has to be. All right, let's look at this.
He wanted producers.
Yeah, what have you got?
Got 2 victims in Brentwood.
Brentwood? Nobody gets killed in Brentwood.
She's great as Marcia Clark.
Amazing.
All right.
You're going to say this case is all about race?
Yes, because it is.
Do you think he did it? She was terrified.
Pause. That's Kris Jenner. They had to put her in there, too.
Oh, okay.
That's at the funeral. They're just really pushing the whole Kardashian thing.
Right.
A little more than it probably was at the time, even though Kris Jenner was friends with Nicole, but still.
Well, there's one scene where OJ's on the phone in the Bronco talking to Robert Kardashian about when you and me and Nicole and Chris, like they were pretty good friends.
Yeah, they were close for a while.
Yeah, Robert Kardashian, he's playing him. He's so devastated. I can't believe all the emotion all these actors are playing. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
The Kato Kaelin guy is awesome.
Awesome.
He's awesome. You laughed as soon as you saw Travolta, right?
Yes, because anytime he has to act in anything, it's tough to watch.
Because he's got like, is his eyebrows tattooed on at this point in his life?
Hold on, I'm going to go back and
look at the eyebrows. I know Shapiro had very pronounced eyebrows, but that looks ridiculous.
But he looks a little more like him there. Like, yeah, man. Like, I want to see what the real Robert Shapiro talked like.
Yeah. Well, get through the whole trailer first, and then we'll get a clip of Shapiro.
Because it is.
Do you think he did it? She was terrified of him. I'm not a public personality. I don't know how to do this.
He's my friend. I don't turn my back on people.
You're turning your back on Nicole.
Who the hell signs a suicide note with a happy face? I ain't trying to be respectful. I'm trying to win.
Wow.
You want to make this a black thing? Well, I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Wow, they have the camera angles and the trial down.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far. They're just showing a couple of camera angles from the trial. It's exactly how the trial used to look.
Yes.
The woman who looks like Marcia Clark is fucking great.
She is really good.
She looks like her. She's just tremendous. Darden looks like Darden. Coughlin is close. It's not an exact replica, but it's good enough for the movie, and the guy's great.
Yeah. And Cuba Gooding.
Yeah,
he's got OJ's essence. He doesn't sound like OJ. He didn't try to fuck around with his voice too much, but and Travolta is just all in trying to sound like Shapiro
I
with
just
his eyebrows.
I can't not see that massage table with Travolta.
Yeah,
that's all I think about.
You think creep?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but you think creep
You
now
do,
when,
yeah.
when you look at
Good
Travolta.
egg. Good egg. I get it. Push those cheeks back. I get it.
Go to the end of this.
You're losing control.
This is a fiasco.
You're afraid there are going to be more riots.
This has got to stop. I deserve to get hurt. Choose a side.
The People versus O.J. Simpson premieres Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
February
moment,
2nd.
too. She was aside, but he says it to Darden. Yeah, it was really good.
It'd be great if they had, like, if they made up stuff like OJ saying, man, these headaches from my NFL career are making my brain all scrambled. I don't know what I'm doing. They should have told us about the dangers of concussions.
When you look at the way he's playing it, like, and the agony in the truck, I'm like, I wonder if that people have been speculating that had something to do with it.
They just started speculating
Fuck,
that
maybe it did.
last week. CTE, right?
Maybe he would fly off on these rages, and
You know, it's not far fetched because a lot of players that played around the time he did are having major fucking problems now in their lives.
The other thing is that the woman who plays Marsha Clark is dating the mother from 2.5 Men.
What?
Holland Taylor.
the mother.
Really? The mom?
That lady.
What?
Right there.
The old woman?
What?
She looks really familiar. What else has she been in?
Everything.
She was in like Bosom Buddies all the way back in the 70s.
No. I mean the girl. Sarah. No. Sarah Paulson.
Wait, they're dating?
Yeah.
Gross.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
So,
What?
I guess
They're
they're
dating.
gay.
The one is, but one looks like a grandma.
I guess the one likes older women.
Jimmy,
Fair enough.
She was an American Horror Story.
She's been in everything.
sure that's where I know her
as soon,
from.
as soon as you see her face, you just...
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Two-headed girl in the American Horror Story. Perfect.
All right, yeah. Oh, they're dating now. Okay, good for them.
Yeah,
She likes codas.
They're lezzing out. Nice.
I like that. Hot.
Little hot lezzy action. Here's Robert Shapiro and how he used to sound back during the trial.
Evidence and the police witnesses.
We'll get into the Walters interview and things, but first we have an announcement to make tonight. Robert Shapiro is
a named partner in a Los Angeles law firm that does work nationally, Christensen White. I started today at 7:45. I walked in with a smile on my face, and I'm looking forward to a great future with this.
Is this
great
one
firm.
of these states?
Not bad. I mean, Travolta's doing a decent. The eyebrows, right?
Those eyebrows. I mean, he looks like Groucho Marx without the mustache.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Travolta's doing the best he can. I think it's hard to take on people who we knew so well. Like Cuba Gooding Jr., the fact that he is tackling OJ, I didn't mean it like that.
Delightful.
That was just a delightful accident, we'd say. But that's a really brave thing to do because everyone knows he's still alive. You don't look exact.
Yeah.
But there's moments from the side or whatever where you're like, he really does capture this guy, and the acting is like you don't care. I'm buying him as OJ immediately.
Well, this one says John Travolta morphs into Robert Shapiro. Is that worth playing? I want to hear a little more of.
Let's hear him morph.
I want to hear a little more of John Travolta as Robert Shapiro.
What says John Travolta plays Robert Shapiro? Where does he morph into him?
I saw another clip where it said morphs
I want to see
into.
morph.
Love a morph.
Remember Morph and Mindy?
You're a big fan of Morph and Mindy. Or just play that one. That's fine. Whatever. We got a little commercial to get through, and then I really enjoy this. I thought this was kind of a goof project. And
I'm going to watch all of them. I watched the first two. I'm going to watch all of them.
Oh, I'm in. We got Cuba Gooding tomorrow, so.
Cuba Gooding Jr. And I said Cuba Gooding too. I met his father one time. And he introduced
Who was his
himself
father?
as Cuba Gooding Sr.
No, I understand.
I forget where I met him.
No, I understand, but who was he?
Don't remember. I don't even remember.
Was he an actor or anything?
No, it might have been a comedy show or something. I don't remember where I met him, but he introduced himself. I'm Cuba Gooding Sr. I was with Voss, I think.
Right.
Fucking 20 years ago.
All right, here we go. Play this.
Okay, welcome back. Time now for the Skinny, and topping our headlines this morning, a sneak peek at a television comeback that has our jaws dropping. It was pretty good.
It is. He has come a long way from Vinnie Barbarino, Dan Rizzuto, and even Edna Turnblad. We're talking about, of course,
He's come
John
a long
Travolta.
way. He's a household name.
Yeah, you idiots.
He's an A-list celebrity.
And he's been an A-list celebrity since 1979.
I know.
And he's done some amazing things since Vinnie Barbarino.
Boy in the Bubble.
God. Yeah, exactly.
Any time that I take on a new criminal case, I always ask the client a question. No, I won't be judgmental.
You're laughing.
You might know him from Grease.
I do like him in this, though.
But they're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Because it's a
They
guy.
just like when women are killed.
It's a little weird, right? A little strange to look at first.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman, and Robert Kardashian going to be played by David Schwimmer.
Wow. Let me see if I can find more clips.
I kind of like these idiots just babbling, though, too.
What about David Schwimmer?
Schwimmer. Riveting. But as you can see, Travolta, look at that. He just nails it as Shapiro. American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson. That will premiere in February on FX.
I guess that's a new series. I'm going to guess American Crime Story is a new series that is going to just do 6-episode miniseries on certain trials and crime. The Menendezes, I wonder, or maybe that might not be, I was going to say juicy enough, but that might not have enough to it.
I think they go Joey Buttafuoco.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, they probably grab some of these high-profile cases.
Right. What else besides that? What else besides Buttafuoco?
It says second season is Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, okay.
Who's the criminal? I guess
they'll
the
never solve that.
The hurricane itself.
Yeah,
Bush. Bush was the criminal.
Can we listen to those two some more?
You want to?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Justin Bieber, certainly full of surprises these days.
Oh, yeah, the singer just dropped the video for his single, Sorry.
There's Justin Bieber news.
That's true. I don't know why we don't act like this is the big news. What was the single? What did he drop? Let's get to it.
I don't know. Bieber sings he's sorry. New single about Selena Gomez? Question mark?
Oh, no.
Watching a clip from October, by the way.
We're behind on the Justin Bieber news.
We're behind on the John Travolta thing. I would have loved to talk about this months ago.
No, but I would have been turned off watching him like there. I wouldn't have. I didn't even realize he was in it. I just watched it, and I wouldn't have like seeing this. I would have been like, "Oh no, this stinks." I wouldn't have given it a chance.
He's one of the producers of this thing.
Yes, he is.
So,
and it's very well done so far. Actually, like you said, FX. You know, it's hard to believe that FX. They have such good stuff.
But they haven't had a bomb yet in recent years, right? I can't think of one bad show on FX.
No.
Yeah, Jeffries' show got canceled, but I liked it.
It was a very good show, Jim Jeffries.
That was, but that at least made 2 seasons too.
That's true.
That was one of those things that maybe it didn't find the massive audience they wanted, but 2 years is still 2 years. It's not like it's
no fault of his. It was well written and it was a very good show.
Yeah,
that really bummed him out when it got canceled too. It was whatever. This guy wants to explain the caucus process. Please do, Charlie.
That's what Windows say. Go ahead, Trev.
Good morning, fellows.
Good morning.
So the only difference between the caucus and the primary is that, like you said, it was in the open, but it doesn't have anything to do with Democrat or Republican. It's just state by state.
No, I understand that, but I mean the Iowa caucus, how does it go down today?
Well, they're all just going to go vote like by raising their hand instead of just punching a ballot. That's the only difference.
I guess why do they do it that way, where they just raise their hand in a room? It seems strange. It's some weird tradition that started a long time ago that they have kept.
Yeah, well, it's just a little bit more open, I suppose.
And more personal. They give you that personal touch.
Anyway, that's all. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Today's my sober birthday. Thank you.
Is it?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I didn't even realize it. My friend texted me from New Mexico.
Very cool.
Wow, this calls for a drink.
That would be funny if I decided to celebrate. I'm cured.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm vomiting and crying in the corner. I'm fucking embarrassing myself.
Oh, he loves me. How many years?
29.
Whoa.
29 years.
That's impressive.
That's just depressing.
Crazy.
It makes me grateful, but it also makes it depress me because it means I'm, 47.
20. Yeah, he got sober at a very young age. That amazes me to this day.
Yeah,
that you were that aware at such a young age.
Right.
Yeah, I was just an ass.
But everyone around you was an ass.
Yes, they were.
But you just realized you were more of an ass.
A tremendous ass.
Because at 17 or 18, everyone around me we were just idiots, drinking and partying, doing stupid shit. But Jimmy knew, oh boy, I better tap out of this now.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an idea.
That's some self-awareness right there at a very young age.
Yeah, my dad helped a lot.
He just knew?
Yeah.
Was there like a rock bottom moment kind of thing?
No, the rock bottom moment was like a year before I stopped. It wasn't like one of those things that was like,
How did your dad help you with that?
Just that he knew about it and stuff. And, they kind of forced me into rehab and that shit, made me go. I didn't want to go.
17.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good dad.
And one rehab and that was it?
Yeah, and then a year later I decided to stop. Just hit me.
Because a lot of people have to go through that rehab a whole bunch of times, unfortunately.
Yeah, it really is a bit. I didn't realize back then what a bit. It did help me a lot, though, because just kind of like they say, it plants that seed. It just makes you start thinking in a different way. But I could see how people wind up in 3 and 4 and 5 of them, and that's a whole fucking cycle. You just got to stop.
Yeah.
After a while of going to those things, 4 rehabs people go to. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
What do you think's going to happen here that didn't happen the last time you went?
Right. You learn though that addiction is a tough one. To get past.
I wonder what happened to a lot of the people that I went with too. Because again, I was in rehab when the Challenger exploded. So I remember like my roommate's name was Dwayne, and all these guys. I wonder like so many of them are probably dead now because a lot of those guys were 30, 35 then. So if they were drinking,
right,
some of them might not have lasted.
Well, the odds are very good that a lot of those guys went right back to partying.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
What's the percentage of people that stay sober?
It's very low. It's very, very low. In that rehab, I hung out with this guy, Dwayne, who was my roommate, and me and him drank in the rehab. And then my fucking, our friend Harvey, who really made me laugh. He was crazy. He was insane. And he drank too, in the rehab.
How'd you guys get the alcohol in? It was easy back then?
We would go to these 12-step meetings outside the rehab, and Harvey got himself vodka, me a half pint of vodka, and Dwayne a pint of wine. And then me and Dwayne took it back to the room and drank in the room. And we got called out in group. I remember in this group, they called us out. There was a whole group was there. We were bragging. I didn't know. At 17, I thought it was okay to tell your friends that you were drinking in the rehab. I thought it was cool.
You were bragging.
These were all people who were afraid of dying, and so someone ratted to the counselor.
You were bragging.
Yeah,
rules.
And it was one of those Godfather moments where Dwayne admitted it and they threw him out. But I knew if they threw me out, I would have to go to a longer facility. I would have to go to a 2-month facility. So I lied in group. It was really a weird moment. Like, did you do it? I'm like, no. It was a very Godfather lie. Everyone knew I was lying.
Wow.
Everyone knew, but there was just no way to prove it.
But in a way, you lying at that moment was good for you, no?
Maybe in hindsight, but in the moment it wasn't.
Right.
And it's funny, that was the first weekend I ever heard of Mike Tyson. I'm wearing a Tyson hoodie. The Kid Dynamite. That was his fucking, it was on the cover of, I want to say Sports Illustrated.
It was.
Right?
Yep.
What was that? It was in 86 or late 85?
I'll look it up, but I think 86.
Yeah. Wow.
But they were okay with you lying? Because obviously
they couldn't prove it.
Yeah, but they kind of knew.
They did, but it's almost like
they needed you to admit it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they needed me to admit it. Wow.
There's the 86. Kid Dynamite on Sports Illustrated.
When in 86 was it?
January 6th, 86.
Oh, it was. Okay, wow.
January 6th, so a month ago. And then many years as well.
Yeah. Oh, well, I would have forgot about that. My friend Jeff from New Mexico just texted me. Congratulations. I'm like, oh, wow.
And how long were you in rehab?
A month.
So you did a month and then you came home and that was it?
That was it. Right back to it.
Oh, you went right back to drinking?
Oh, yeah, for a year.
And then did you go to rehab again?
No.
Huh. And then one day you just said, fuck it.
I just had a weird moment. It wasn't even a devastating, awful moment. I was a fucking babbling, annoying drunk. Like I would tell everybody what was wrong with them, and I was just giving a speech to somebody about how he should get his life together. What am I doing? I'm in a tango. I'm 18. I'm embarrassing myself. Fucking asshole.
And then in that moment, you went, fuck, this is stupid.
Yeah, I just wanted to save this relationship I was in, and she was kind of fed up. So I'm like, all right, let me just go and try this a little bit. And then it just kind of stuck. And a friend of mine quit, too. A guy I used to drink with went and stopped.
That is so rare.
Yeah, and he's still around, too. He just celebrated, too.
So rare that you were able to do that.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. My buddy, it was October of 86, so that kind of helped to have a friend to go with. Mm-hmm. One of my high school friends.
29 years ago.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Good for Jimmy.
It's just, good luck. It's good fortune.
See, I feel like I like booze so much that I try not to abuse it. You know what I mean? But I just can't, I want it in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I just like booze.
Do you actually like it?
I just like that feeling of like having a couple beers and I feel alive. I'm not trying to talk into it.
No. I'm actually saying I would too. I enjoyed that too. My problem was the vomiting.
Oh.
I literally never. It was almost a weird bulimia with it. Like I'd make myself vomit every night. But you get so dizzy and so sick.
Dangerous.
It was just unpleasant.
But at 17, 18, I don't think you could drink socially. It was all about just drinking as much as you fucking can,
Sure.
too.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't remember too many 17 or 18-year-olds around me that were just having a couple beers.
No.
It was all about how just drinking for, all day, all night, getting up the next day on Saturday and doing it all over again.
I think I've proven myself to be a compulsive ass, though, in the last 30 years with other things. Like, I know I have no doubt that I made the right decision just because of the way I fucking eat or the way I do with sex, But a couple of beers does sound fun. I mean, if I was comfortable with that, I would do it, but I just can't.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's, for most people, it works.
Do you wake up thinking, oh my God, if I didn't do this, I definitely would not be here?
I know I wouldn't be, but it's not even dramatically. I don't mean that dramatically.
No,
I don't expect piano music behind me.
Yeah.
I would have died. Dun-dun, I'd be in jail for drunk driving or some stupid. Every time I hear about somebody running over a fucking old lady, I'm like, that's what I would have done. Or I would have fucking killed myself. It wouldn't have been some blaze of glory, stand off with the cops.
Right.
Would have been just some drunkard, a topaz, hitting a pregnant woman with cankles in a fucking ShopRite parking lot.
Do you wake up a little scared? Like, oh my God.
No,
if I didn't change my life, I just would not be waking up today.
No, I just feel very lucky. Like, hey man, I got much luckier than most people do. I should shut up and stop complaining. Whenever I complain once in a while, I'll have those moments like, you fucking faggot, shut up. Your life is great. You've gotten everything you wanted that you worked for. Like everything. I've been given almost everything that I was willing to work for. And I still complain like a little bitch. It's like, just shut the fuck up and enjoy it.
Enjoy yourself a little bit.
Sometimes that I get annoyed at my lack of ability to enjoy things. And my, it's like a child, like a spoiled child.
Right.
Shut the fuck up and just be happy.
Are you enjoying yourself more these days, Jimmy?
A little bit more, yeah. Like
a little more?
Yeah, when you make yourself think about it, sure.
Right.
I kind of want a relationship again. I'm at that point where, it's like not with anyone in particular. Not like I'm desperate for it, but it's like I was talking to somebody yesterday about when you're in this age of dating and how it changes. But now it's like with Tinder and Bumble and all that shit. It's this fucking people have become more disposable with complete availability. It's like you give nobody a chance anymore.
Yes,
it's like, no,
true.
you good, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, you're pretty. Goodbye.
Right.
It's like it's always like you're fucking. It's like walking through and just like brushing everything out of your face instead of.
I totally agree. It's like when you have an iPod and you're just flipping through songs. But then when you hear one on the radio, you can't really. You just have to take it and you just go with it. You're like, hey, I love this song. Mm-hmm. It's bad news to just be able to that many options.
Swipe away your life.
Yeah, just swipe. One flaw. Fuck it.
Right, and none of the options mean anything.
Yeah.
And one flaw. Fuck it. That's exactly what those apps should be called. One flaw. Fuck it. That's funny.
How are the younger people going to be satisfied with one person when you have all this in front of you?
That was what sparked the discussion.
It was exhausting.
Might not.
It was exhausting to try to find someone back in the day. You had to go to, you literally had to just go to bars and hope for the best. You didn't go to social clubs or join a bowling league or whatever the fuck. You went to bars and hoped this extremely drunk girl in front of you was actually cool when she was sober.
Yeah, and if you kind of liked her, you made it work. Yeah, you held on to her.
Yeah. But I think these apps could be a good thing too if you really want to, work it in a serious way.
I get it's good
because you could at least find women that sort of have the same likes as you.
Yeah,
it's a good start anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. If I'm a compulsive fucking idiot and I'm greedy, but I think for a lot of people, a friend of mine met someone on there, and it was the first person that she swiped, and she liked him, and he liked it, and that was it.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
That was it.
Yes,
and they're still together.
So it's one of those things where. It can be really good. I know a lot of people I see in audience, I talk about this on stage, and I'll ask people, and there's people like, yeah, it's my wife, I met her on Tinder, or it's my girlfriend, I met her on Bumble. So there's plenty of people that fucking meet.
Becoming more and more normal.
Yeah, like, what are you going to go to a bar? Everybody's drunk, their breath fucking stinks.
You want to go home, but you're just hanging out
for 2 hours, 3 hours, or fucking just cockblock friend is there.
Looking at that fucking door to see if a new one was coming through, or someone you sort of liked.
And you do that last call, roam, where you're like, the lights are about to come on. I got to find a fatty quick. Your standards keep dropping, tick by tick.
Yes. It was never pretty when those lights went on.
Oh, God. That was bad news.
Oh,
was
my
it a
God.
C-section scar? Yeah, it was always something.
The last loop around a bar. How depressing. God, I remember those days.
In college, there was this bus that would go around. If you were too drunk, they didn't want you to drive, so they'd just pick you up on the bus. So every night, I would just get drunk and get on that bus, and that was the best way to meet girls. Because they were so desperate and barely awake.
Oh, that's kind of smart.
Yeah, I mean, it was desperate and slim pickings, but...
Did you just stay on the bus for a few loops?
Tons of loops.
Tons of
like,
loops.
Who's this one? Come on in. You know, pick her up.
Tons of loops. Nice. Did the bus driver ever question that? Like, we've passed your place 10 times now.
I think so, but he was like an old, sad, like black guy. He was like,
He got it. He
got
understood.
paid hourly. Yeah.
You didn't care it.
And before phone, so you don't really have a life before phones as far as dating and stuff there, Mark. You're young enough. You know, for the most part, you've always had a phone in your pocket. We had to go to bars, and you're just kind of looking at the door, hoping the girl you kind of like, it would happen to be in that particular bar. There was no way to swipe or call or text or anything.
Yeah, that is
You just had a hope.
Right.
And then you would just give up on that bar and go, all right, maybe she's at the other place.
Yeah.
And then you weren't sure if you should leave, because then you're thinking, if I leave, that's going to be the time she actually does show up. And then you go to the other bar, she's not there, and you're like, fuck. And then you try to find people that kind of know her and where she might be.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare.
I feel like back then you had a lot more guys like, I joined the drama club for the chicks.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
I joined this for the chicks. It was always that.
Now they just admit they're gay, and it's okay.
We would still make fun of the person, but that, that was definitely part of it. It was exhausting. It really was.
I bet.
It wasn't easy.
But I like the apps, the greed of my greed fucks up the apps. Like, I'm the problem. Like, I've always been in relationships. My problems were other shit when it was just dating. Like, but now there's so many options. You do meet some nice people, and I haven't had any horror stories. Just, most people are nice, and if you're willing to put in the time. It also, I've gone on a lot of first dates. A lot of dinners, and none of them have been devastating. None of the girls have sucked. Sometimes it doesn't go any further, but it's like, hey, you had a nice dinner with somebody, and you talk to them, and it makes you feel like, all right, well, I'm not just a piece of shit. Like, I went out, had a nice dinner, I didn't try to fuck her, and that was the end of it. So what?
Would they take you all the way to dessert, knowing that they didn't like you?
I don't know. I would do it with them. I mean, I would never just rush the meal along. I might go, like, I gotta get up. Let's have some fruit. You know, we'll split a little bit of fruit. Like, it's like in the office, in the fucking the 2-hour special for The Office, when he's talking about the girl's breasts, and he's like, the pendant she's wearing, and then he's like, would you like an appetizer? She goes, let's just go to the main course. Like, she wants to get the fuck away from him, because she's like, we're not talking about my dead mother's breasts.
Right.
See, I feel like the opposite. I feel like I've gotten greedy with Bumble and all that, because every now and then you'll just get laid easily.
Okay.
So you're like, I want to do this every time now.
Sure.
I want to just cut to the chase. And sometimes girls are normal and they're like, I don't want to do that. And then you're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm out.
that's true. And you probably blow some really good dirty girls.
Yeah.
Some 2-finger in the ass girls, because they don't want to just fuck you immediately.
Right. Totally.
They're right.
But you did well in Philly.
Philly was
during the blizzard. I love it.
One girl cried in my room.
Wow.
But
that's actually a much lower ratio than I would have expected.
Why'd you cry?
It was silly. I mean, it was my fault. We were texting. Like, I got to the number. We start texting, and she was like, I was like, look, I just want to have sex, and we'll have a good time, and then we'll go our separate ways. She was like, sounds fun. And I was like, yeah, just sex, and then we'll move it along. She was like, I can't wait. So then we got a drink. We went back to my room. We had sex, and she got a call like right after from some guy like saying, hey, we're going to go to this bar. And she's like, I'll meet you there. So we're putting our clothes on, and she goes, well, you want to go to this bar? And I was like, nah, I'm good. And she was like, she was super Philly. She was like, so you're just going to leave me here? And or just going to stay here and leave me? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. She was like, what the fuck was that then? Just sex? And I was like, yes, it was. And she started crying. She's like, I gotta kill you. And then she did the whole thing where she got on the phone. She's like, Billy, Ricky, come over here, help me. And I was like, no. So we had to like talk it out for like an hour.
That's in that moment.
Didn't you show her the text messages?
Yeah,
Look, this is what
she was
we
like,
discussed.
oh, shut up. Get that fucking phone out of my face. I mean, she's crying. It was crazy.
Yeah, you gotta always.
Oh, wow. That's scary.
It was scary.
Because that's how people get rape charges.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the woman feels dirty and used, and like, this guy took advantage of me, and then there's times where it just happens where they lash out.
Yeah.
And that's scary, man. Never let someone leave mad, especially you had a real consensual encounter.
Totally.
You both wanted it.
Yeah, we cuddled and everything, and then I was just like, look, I just want to be alone. She's like, you kicking me out? I'm like, I just want to be alone.
Yeah, that was probably a bad way to handle it.
Yeah, it was
be
bad.
alone.
The cuddling was the bad move.
Well, that was me trying to, diffuse and then transition to the leaving.
What was the
cuddling? The cuddling is the personal shit.
Yeah, but mind you, this is at like 5 p.m. Because I had the day off, so I just try to knock out as many as I could.
Always walk them downstairs. Voss taught me that many, many years ago. Always take them downstairs, so the front people see you guys walking. Not that would stop you if you got arrested, but it makes you don't want someone to walk away feeling used, even though she signed up for it. It's a little annoying. But it's like, everybody questions their own shit sometimes.
Well, I couldn't walk her down because I had a girl in the hotel bar.
Oh, yeah.
So I was really juggling.
Yeah, that's a bad move.
That's a snowstorm.
Yeah, it was.
That's awesome.
I think there's something primal with chicks. They're like, I need a cave. I need a caveman in a cave and somewhere to hide or something.
Until the snow stops.
Yeah.
Maybe you feel like it's a school day and or an off day and you can do what you want.
True, because people were drinking at like noon, so I think people just had that vacation mentality.
Yeah, it's a vacation. It's a holiday.
Right.
Free day.
That shit is scary, though, man. That crying. I've never had that. I had one massage therapist. I met her on a weird website. It was down south. Fucking cry at my show. That was scary.
Whoa, at the show.
Mm-hmm. Years ago.
What do you mean at the show?
Years ago, I got a girl. It was on it was off the. I usually use one person, her massage team, and they're very good. This time I didn't. I went elsewhere because I was out of state. And this girl came and she massaged me. And I thought it was a legit place she was off of. And, we played a little bit. No sex, no nothing. But she was asking me certain questions. I just know the drill. And I think I just jerked off. There was no, she kept her clothes on, whatever. So she came to the show that night, and she's with some guy, and then she's drunk, and I guess she's like, he knows. And then she's like, that was not me today. And I was so fucking annoyed.
I've seen that.
I was so annoyed. First of all, you wanted the money. I didn't make you do anything. But thank God she was honest. She was honest. I'm like, I didn't make you do that. And she's like, no, I know you didn't. I know you. Like, she didn't try to play it like I forced her.
Yeah.
She just wanted me to know that she regretted it. But I'm like, in that moment, I'm like, well, first, A, you shouldn't have done it. But B, thank God we didn't fuck.
I know.
Thank God.
Jesus Christ.
And she's crying during the show?
It was after the show. She probably had a few drinks or whatever. But it was really, really annoying because I knew exactly how it went down. If you didn't want to do it, you didn't have to. You were the one who showed up.
Yeah.
And people say, well, you can never question what somebody wears. You can't if you assault them. But if somebody shows up to massage you and they're wearing a button-down shirt that's open and a fucking short skirt, I know that world enough to know.
That's not the proper attire?
No, that's
for a massage?
No, I know that's kind of saying maybe there's more. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's more. And we talked and negotiated, and by the question she was asking, I knew.
You learned there was more.
Absolutely. And she didn't even do it. I did it.
Yeah.
I fucking paid her, and then I just jerked myself off like a creep.
I love that you didn't use your massage team.
No, my friends got one.
That. I love that Jimmy goes, there's a massage team I use.
Well, I know when she's got...
What's their record last year?
But they're like really...
whatever. Got greedy. Anyway. I was going to go with...
trying to stretch it out to a triple.
I was going to go with a Super Bowl thing. And then I went, hamina. Anyway.
But I usually use this one woman, and her people are very, very good, and they have to like audition for her. She doesn't fuck around. Like,
what's in the audition?
They have to massage her, so she knows they're real.
Oh, wow.
So she knows they're not bullshit therapists.
Oh, it's a real team.
Oh, yeah, they're like she has them all over the country, and they have to massage her or massage one of her therapists, so they know it's just not some pretty girl who's going to do dirty shit. It's fucking, it's completely above board. So I usually use them because, thank you. They're like, you ever go to a venue and you have like a therapist backstage, massage therapist, and they massage like at a music venue.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around, man.
Right.
It's
Right.
the table, and it's fucking, they're dressed in, in slacks. Yeah. So
like they're a nurse.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, and
that's when you know you're getting a good massage, when they're dressed like a nurse.
It's the worst. They all show up dressed appropriately. Like, what the fuck?
Ponytail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Buttoned all the way up.
Yeah.
When you say, do you take credit cards? They're like, yes, we do. You're like, boy, that's legit.
Wearing shitty shoes.
Yeah, right.
You have to fill out a form.
All-purpose shoes.
Yeah, all-purpose comfortable shoes.
With good support.
But that one I didn't do, and I regretted it because it was scary. But again, it was no fucking is a much more intense thing.
Yeah. But the cool thing about the crying girl is she texted me like 4 hours later, like, sorry about that, I flipped out.
Good.
So I was like, thank God.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jay Bromley. This is right in the wheelhouse of things we're talking about.
Who's Jay Bromley?
From the Giants. Accused
of
raping date, hitting her with the car. Wow, why did he have to hit her with the car, too?
Yeah, right? Jesus.
How does this story go?
I haven't heard this one.
Defensive tackle Jay Bromley is facing possible assault charges after a woman accused him of raping her during a date that went horribly awry in a Midtown hotel. The accuser suffered minor injuries when she confronted the lineman afterward outside the hotel, and he allegedly struck her with the front of his car as he drove away. Those injuries could earn him a misdemeanor assault rap. Let's clear.
That's it? For hitting someone with a car?
Let's clear the woman's rape allegations, which multiple police sources say could wind up in a he said, she said stalemate.
Ooh.
Well, because it could be one of these things. You hate to say this because when a girl cries rape, but maybe it's one of those things where they sort of did have an agreement and then she flaked out. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she was.
Or maybe she actually was assaulted.
She sucked his dick voluntarily or something. I read part of this. I know only a piece of the story, obviously.
Well, at least he didn't rape her with a car.
Bromley, 23, picked up the 26-year-old woman at her Brooklyn home Friday, and the two hit a hookah bar.
Ugh,
why am I saying that word wrong?
Hookah
bars, right? Hookah bar in Manhattan. Have you gone to one of those places?
Yeah, I have, but I said it a little differently.
They seem stupid.
They're so stupid, yeah. It's just you breathe in smoke and you blow it out. It's flavored.
But it's like that community. There's a weird community thing. That's some tribal shit, too. Like, you're about the caveman sitting around, like, fucking smoke. That's like American Indian stuff.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of Indian.
Yeah.
She said she willfully performed oral sex on him, but then something took place where she didn't want it to take place. Oh, boy. The woman started vomiting.
Wow.
Who hasn't had that happen many times?
Did she take the load?
Maybe the hookah plus the load was a bad combo.
Because she said, all right, she agreed to blow him, basically, and then said something took place where she didn't want it to take place. And the next line is the woman started vomiting.
Something took place where she didn't want it to take place. He came. That was one of the things that took place. And where? In the old gullet. Jesus. Greedy football player. Where is that? I like how they worded that. This was very funny. Something took place where she didn't want it to take place.
Right.
Oh, they're just being careful because it's the post, because it's so obvious. The woman started vomiting and a sexual contact stopped.
Okay, yeah.
So
he came in her mouth.
Or maybe it was just ramming it.
And infuriated. Oh, that's true, too. Maybe he gagged her. And but he said something took place, so I'm guessing he blew the load in her mouth.
Yeah.
And infuriated Bromley then forcibly grabbed the woman. He turned her around and began to have sex with her against her will. And then, but then again, now if he came in her mouth, you can say he came in her mouth and then turned around and tried to fuck her.
No, I'm going with a gag.
Oh, maybe.
I'm going gag. Reflex wasn't.
But then why wouldn't they just say he had oral sex very rough with her?
Because they're cleaning it up for the post, I guess.
Oh, she told him to stop and he kept going.
Yeah, the victim told Brown to stop, but he kept going. That was the sex part.
She followed him to the car and confronted him, according to one of their accounts, demanded that he give her a ride home.
What?
We've talked about this before at Tyson. Desiree Washington, I think, said she never would have called the cops if he would have just walked her downstairs or, so that's...
Boy, that goes a long way.
You never want someone to leave mad. And I'm assuming, obviously, that there was no rape in the Desiree Washington.
Now, this is what's being said, too. Bromley refused to drive her home, and he drove away, and the furious accuser possibly leaped, on the hood of the vehicle to stop him.
Oh.
She soon fell from the car and injured her knees when she hit the pavement.
That sounds like an angry woman to me as opposed to somebody who raped.
But see, they make it sound like he hit her purposely, but if he's driving away and she jumps on the hood, that's a little different.
Of course it is.
Sure.
That's a lot different.
I always want to see the woman. They never show the woman.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's like if you're convicted of rape, your face should be plastered everywhere. But if you're only accused... I get that it's a terrible fucking thing and there's a stigma, so you don't want sexual crime victims to be shy about coming forward. But then why should some guy have his fucking life ruined if he didn't do it?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why should you be implicated in a rape publicly if her identity is protected and yours isn't and you didn't do it?
Yeah.
Right.
That's fucking awful. It should only be public once you're convicted.
And a lot of these stories, let's say he didn't rape her and all that, that story will be Well, maybe not because he's pretty famous, whatever. A lot of times it's buried, the follow-ups to these things. Bromley was a crack baby born to a drug-addicted mom. His pimp father was sentenced in 1994 to 8 1/3 to 25 years in prison for manslaughter after beating a prostitute and tying her to a basement radiator.
Damn.
Manslaughter, wow. So that was 94, though, so, he was very young.
He was only like 3 months, even.
No, he's 3 months old.
When Bromley was 3 months old, he was abandoned on a stranger's doorstep in Jamaica. His father's sister took in the boy with her family and raised him as her own. Damn.
I wonder what happened to his mother.
Flushing High School, went to Syracuse, And
then there's a story in today's paper about the accuser and how she had other issues with other celebrities.
Sex tape, right?
Yeah.
With, whose sex tape again?
Oh, I think you're kidding. Who?
Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's hot.
She had threatened to leak a sex tape with Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
And then I think he paid her.
Oh, boy, I
it
smell
was something else with another celebrity, but they didn't say what it was.
Smell an FX movie.
Yeah. So what do you think?
This to me sounds like an angry woman, just because she chased him out, it just doesn't.
Jumped on the hood of his car.
Yeah, stop it. And she blew him willingly, so it doesn't sound like somebody who went out for dinner and was just assaulted in the parking lot.
Right. You're right, though, because there's such a stigma with that. Like, the Duke lacrosse team who didn't do it, it's still known. Oh, yeah, Duke, it's like a rape joke.
Yeah.
Duke lacrosse,
Right. How is her name not out there? Well, it is after a while. It became out there. But I really think that if they're going to release the name of the accused, they should release the name of the accuser. Maybe you can leave that choice up to the person making the charges. Maybe the victim can make the choice and say, yes, I want his name out there and mine okay too, or no, both anonymous. I'm fine with that, given the accuser the choice.
Right. All right. That's
Can
crazy.
you get a picture of the gal?
No, I don't think so.
No, only him. Every picture, because he's famous, or because every picture. So now he's got rape charges tied to him.
And all the headlines, rape accuser.
Yeah, rape accuser, rapey. And it's always there. It's such an ugly word and such a fucking horrible crime. It's always there with you.
Right.
So, all right. Why don't we take a break?
Sure.
Eat some food. Get into other things. We got Plaxico Burress coming in today.
Hey.
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah, he was awesome
He's a
last
great
time
guest.
he was on. He was a very good guest. Really, a lot of fun.
Good talker.
Very good talker. Maybe we could talk maybe we'll talk Super Bowl with the guy. I don't know.
Maybe. Good timing, right?
And this Giants thing with this guy, because he's a player. He's had, you get the crazy people that want athlete money.
Mm.
A lot of women are attracted to that athlete money. Boy, are they disappointed when they think comedians have it. And I'm going to Kentucky this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's my last club date for a long, long time. It's the Laughing Derby. And then I'm in Chicago, Royal Oak Music Theater in Michigan, and then Turner Hall in Milwaukee.
Our tickets.
Very good.
Jesus, you're doing that all in one fucking weekend.
Yep,
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
And then I have two shows. I have Boston. The week after, I have Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Maine, for that matter. And then 2 shows at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, and then Foxwoods in Mansettucket. And Long Island is sold out, and there's another one in Jersey, which is very, very close to sold out. There might be 50 tickets left at the Jersey gig, so it's going great.
Yesterday, I passed a very large Jim Norton billboard outside of New Haven, just by I-95.
Oh, good. I'm glad they're doing this.
Yeah, it was cool.
Very cool to see. You should have taken a picture of that.
I was driving.
Fucking piece
That
of
wouldn't have been
shit.
safe at all.
That's a
Come
good
on.
point. So pull over. You could have pulled over and taken a picture.
I did enjoy the fact, though, that it was a Sunday morning and there's a picture of Jimmy in the mouthful of shame. Like, people are probably going with their families to church.
You could have taken a picture. Picture of it.
I don't text anymore, but man, if the sun's going
I've texted
down,
with you. Yes, you do. You text.
if the sun's
when
going
you're
down in
driving.
such a way, I'll take that fucking picture though as I'm barreling down the highway.
Got to do it.
Gotta. Not gonna see the sun going down like that again.
Until tomorrow.
Mark, where are you gonna be, buddy?
This weekend I'm at Laugh Boston. Please come out. It's a huge room. Lord knows I need you.
How big is it?
Jeez.
Why would I ask that? That doesn't help anything. I'm sorry, Mark.
It seats like 350, but it's one of those high ceiling warehouses, And then February 19th and 20th, Wise Guys in Salt Lake City. Never been there.
Amazing club.
That's what I hear.
And Boston should love you.
Oh, yeah.
God, go see Mark Norman Thursday through Saturday at Laugh Boston.
He's a cranky alcoholic. How can you not like Mark Norman?
Yeah.
Perfect for Boston.
And I heard the Bumble game is strong out there.
I imagine it is.
Yeah, that's what I hear. So all you Dorchester whores, come on out. And down at the Laughing Skull, March 10th and 11th, 12th, 13th.
There's a lot of laughing thing. Laugh Boston, Laughing Skull. I'm at the Laughing Derby.
Yeah.
A lot of revelry.
A lot of LOLs.
A lot of yuck-em-ups and hoopla.
Yeah. All right, we're breaking. Stay there. And Mark Norman. Yo! Playing Laugh Boston Thursday through Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Come on out, folks. We need you.
Did a few years in Boston, man. They would love someone like Mark Norman.
I think
Are you
so.
kidding me? Go see Mark Norman, Laugh Boston Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes, please. I'm staying in the Westin, so let's we'll just party in my room all weekend.
I think you want broads.
Yes.
More than people in the seats at the gig.
Well, I think we can knock out 2 birds with 1 anal. You know, ladies, come to sit in the gig, and then we'll all hang out later.
He's already announcing his hotel and everything.
Yeah, room 318.
This kid has game.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that the hotel where the Craigslist killer took somebody out?
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it might be.
You're a real bummer, man.
What are you talking about?
Is that the hotel you couldn't get it up in? Thanks for putting that in my head.
Right. Why would you tell him that?
Because it's a good conversation starter.
I don't know if that's a good conversation starter.
With a lady?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he lured people. Let's see.
The Westin?
Yeah, on the waterfront.
That might be a different one.
Okay, you're safe.
Yeah, you're good.
You picked the right Westin.
Then you should say this is not the one where the Craigslist killer would lure women.
Yeah, game on for Mark Norman. You're all right.
All right, you're back.
All right.
And Justin wants to talk about Grease Live.
Did you see it last night?
Why would I watch that?
You have kids.
So?
It started at 7 o'clock at night.
No.
My kids were all over this thing.
No, my one kid was doing the Minecraft, and the other was doing a little, what was she doing? I don't know what she was doing. Playing some games on a phone or something.
Yeah. It was amazing.
And then my son got into a Gangnam Style loop.
Wow.
But there was one with a lot of heinies, and I go, look, man, you got to pick another one. You can't do heinies yet. But he kind of understood. But he also was giving me a look. Like, he was right next to me. He goes, I think I'm not supposed to be looking at all these heinies. I'm like, yeah, you're too young for heinies, so let's find another version of that song you can play.
Hope you enjoyed Gangnam Style. It's good.
He loves it.
Good tune.
He's 5, and he can play it 10 times in a row. He finds 10 different videos of it.
That's all right. A lot of us enjoy it. Maybe some of us did a video recently with Gangnam Style in the background. It's one of those things. It's a good song. It's uplifting.
Yeah.
Searching.
I'm just talking. I'm just saying it's a good one.
I'm just not on the Twitter as much. I'm missing out on all these great Jim Norton tweets and videos.
It's just about being fun and feeling really good and lots of gratitude. I'm not even making it about me. I'm just saying.
Let's take a look.
No need to.
Let's take a look.
Do you find yourself dancing in the hotel room a lot on the road?
No, I don't.
Oh, me neither.
Why are you dancing in your hotel room?
You get giddy, you put some music on, you're in your underwear. It's just fun. I like to dance in my hotel room.
What's your song? What's your go-to song for that?
I mix it up. Sometimes I'll do like, Dust in the Wind, and then sometimes it's,
You can't dance to Dust in the Wind.
You can float, you can frolic.
You can frolic around the room.
And then it'll be Baby Got Back.
Dust in the Wind is like one of the most depressing songs ever.
It's a very good song.
It's a hell of a song.
Just reminds us that in the end, none of this fucking matters.
Exactly.
Thank you, Kansas, for that uplifting fucking message. We can't find it right now.
Doesn't matter.
So why Grease Live, Justin?
Wait.
Yeah, Justin.
Why the fuck would we watch Grease Live?
What is Grease Live?
It was on last night.
So?
It was a live musical on Fox from 7 to 10.
Ew.
And you're blaming the kids for the reason why...
live musical?
That's like the new thing on TV. This is like the third live musical in prime time, right?
Really?
But you blame the kids when you really wanted to see this thing.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was the greatest thing ever. It was 3 solid hours.
How could it be the greatest thing ever?
It was amazing.
And don't blame the kids. In this day and age, you have plenty of TVs and tablets and phones.
I left the room a few times.
You don't have to fucking... No, you did. You watched You watched every second of it.
3 hours. Jesus.
3 hours, 7 to 10, live.
Pobbage.
Live.
It was amazing. I think we have some clips of the music and stuff, but it was.
We're not playing clips from.
Oh,
this.
you should watch.
I wouldn't mind hearing the song "Grease" if you want the truth.
That's a great song.
God be fucking, it's an awesome song.
It was a great cameo. Some like amazing cameos in there.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Who was part of this thing?
Does he have a car?
I hate we go together like shamalama, whatever the fuck that is. What is that? Go together like what? That part I hate.
Yeah.
Like shamalama down to the ding ding dong. Ugh.
It was amazing.
I do like the song, but not that.
You'll love this.
I like the song.
There it is.
Yuck. What are they doing?
Well, they're all running on.
Right.
They're driving a fucking cart.
Yeah, because
Are they leaving?
Well, yeah, this is the very end. But they had to go from set to location.
They're just lip syncing.
No, they're singing. They're
No, they're not. There's no mic
singing.
It's attached to it.
No, they're lip syncing.
That's how they would move from like set to set.
Oh God! If that
guy almost tipped over his vehicle. That would have been fun.
How great would that have been? Crushed a bunch of broken arms. We go together like a breathing tube and shitting into a bag.
A whole bunch of C-lister actors losing their lives.
Look at that. That's all live outside.
Where?
It's like on a studio lot. So some of it was inside on a set, and then they go outside to the studio lot. Look at that. It's like it's a whole carnival.
Oh boy, look at that.
They have a whole carnival set up.
That's just all lip sync, though. You really think they're singing fucking Mr. I know nothing about production?
The stuff inside was definitely
I don't know if it wasn't.
It was because they like lost sound a few times. They had like technical
I wish
problems.
we would right now.
That's very easy. I can do that.
All right.
Well, so I want to hear them on stage. I don't want to see them fucking doing this giant shitty
right,
production
let's
that was
find
shot a week before they did that.
Go to Summer Nights.
It was
We have
Travis.
that.
What do you mean
It's
go to
all
Summer
live.
Nights?
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Travis is so naive.
Oh, she's a looker, though. Who's playing?
Huff.
Oh, Huff.
It's all lip syncing.
okay.
It's not lip synced.
Let's hear.
Summer days drifting away to the summer night. Tell me more, can't get very far.
Tell me more, like does he have a car?
Oh, boo! They had to throw one of them in, huh?
I noticed that.
I saw that, yeah.
There's one of them in each gang.
Why do they have to throw one of them in?
Why'd they have to throw one of them in?
Yeah, that there wasn't any of those in the original. Were there?
It's a weird thing when they redo stuff like the 50s. They have a black friend, and I get it, too, because you want it to look kind of contemporary, but it's supposed to be like the 50s.
You're right.
But, I guess the people have black friends in the 50s. I just think it's funny to see because I'm not used to it.
They should make the black friend using an iPod, keep it realistic.
It was amazing. It was amazing TV. Okay.
I want to see the song Grease, and no one is showing it. That's amazing TV. But that's not...
Well,
We're doing a bunch of things at once over here.
well, we should probably drop the Grease thing.
I want to hear the song
And then we have
Grease.
one less thing we're doing.
I know, I inspire people. Sorry.
Da, 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 da.
By the way, Vanessa Hudgens, her father died on Saturday, and she went on and still did the show.
She
on
did the
Sunday.
show.
Oh, wow, that's pretty amazing.
The
needs the
show was
money.
dedicated to him.
That's nice.
Yeah, she went ahead and did it.
I respect that.
That was pretty good.
Pretty
This
amazing.
live is going to be extremely fun.
I don't want to see that.
I didn't.
What are we doing?
I want to see them
You
sing
turned that
Grease.
on. I didn't turn that on.
I didn't turn that on. My hands are over here.
Travis
Right
thinks
there,
it was
right
live,
there.
too. Travis is a very naive boy. Travis is a boy of wonder.
Well, I mean, when there's a live studio audience there, it's hard for them to
but
say.
I still think they lip sync.
They didn't lip sync. They sang.
You don't dance around like that without losing your breath. And they don't lose their breath.
there's a lot of lip syncing
But
going
regardless
on.
of whether they lip synced or not, it was still live.
Yeah, I agree with live, but they...
Did you watch it?
No.
It was great,
The part
right?
about the fucking...
No, I said no. Just
the carnival part was pre-shot, and they just showed it.
No, you saw him driving the cars to go out there live.
I know, naive. They didn't.
I'll tell you also why I wasn't live, because it kept raining on and off during the thing, and it was a rainy day in L.A.
Oh, all right. Oh, that sounds like the name of a really, really good film. A Rainy Day in L.A.
What were you?
With Kathy Bates.
What were you hoping we were going to do with this?
exactly.
Because this stinks.
This is perfect.
It's
We're breaking it down. We're all riffing. It's fun.
No,
We're
it's
not
fun.
riffing.
It's like,
There's
look,
nothing here.
Everyone's getting in their zing.
I'll turn it into something.
Please.
Hey, Kirk Cinnamon, what did you think of Grease last night?
I thought it was marvelous. I do. I think that the live theater is something. It's like you're a part of it, and you can laugh along and clap along and let the performers know how much you appreciate what they're doing.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
How you don't enjoy it.
All right, so let's move on to who?
Did it get great ratings, this Grease Live?
I'm waiting to see.
I bet it does.
I bet it's a juggernaut.
Oh, yeah.
Is this where your TV show's going to be? Is that why you're sucking up to Grease Live?
that's
No, we're not
right.
on
You're sucking up to
time.
Grease Live because your show's on the same network?
The first guest was fucking the guy who played Danny Zuko.
Yeah.
We're syndicated.
What does that mean?
We're in different
Every market.
Every different markets.
No, I know,
different
but
channels.
does that
Production
mean
company
it's
buys
different,
it,
different channels?
Yeah.
That's what I meant by that. I know what syndication in
No,
general
I know, but
means.
it's like we're in some.
Is it a
places-
lot of Fox affiliates you're going to be on?
We're on a lot of every. It's mixed up.
All
NBC,
right. So it's
Fox,
not one particular
CBS.
one. All right. I thought you were sucking up to Fox.
Not sucking up.
Grease Live. No.
It was great. I had 3 hours, and one of my kids was sick, and she was like loving it. Oh, it was a great night.
We got to run through this before Plaxico gets here.
Were you? Did you dress up? I know you like to dress
No,
up.
I didn't. No. Some friends of ours had a grease party, and they got all dressed up, and we didn't go.
Grease party. Were you in the West Village?
It's a different
Stonewall Inn.
different grease.
You have friends that have like
because they have little
grease
kids.
parties?
They loved all that.
You know how
They
you
have
should have
kids.
celebrated Grease? You should have put on your Fonzie jacket and then hung yourself in the garage.
His last words were, "Hey!"
Hopefully, you have a steel beam in your garage.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying. You know, well, I don't know if I was saying you were heavy.
Suicide
Maybe
mundo.
I was, I guess.
No, that's not what you meant.
Having a great time with me, myself, and
I can't watch that. That's honestly uncomfortable.
Let's see this.
That's really bad. It's not me.
Oh, God.
I'm just hanging out by myself, man. I don't need people around me to have fun. But I'm feeling a little boxed in today, you know? Just feeling a little boxed in.
Sober fun.
Oh, if I could see your face right now, you're probably just going crazy.
It's always a nice reveal in these videos.
So uncomfortable.
And then he doesn't know how to end them.
People don't like Kirk Cinnamon. I understand why.
The last 2 or 3 seconds are not needed in any of those videos.
Mark is sober fun.
We'll tweet that out so you can get the reveal for yourself.
You saying that's not me before we watch this video is like the massage girl with you.
What?
At the club saying that wasn't me before?
Yeah. I'm watching it like you are, uncomfortable and nauseous.
I know. I'm saying you're like a different person. Like
yeah,
that
well, they are different people.
Yes. Okay.
Let's say
Not Kirk Cinnamon.
My mistake.
Let's say hi to Tim in Iowa. Tim.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Welcome aboard,
Hey,
Tim.
what's
It's
up?
crazy.
Hey, Jimmy, I like Kurt just a little bit more than Uncle Paul, but I want to
Kurt-
know what they did. Go ahead.
Kirk has gotten a lot of Uncle Paul comparisons. It's a different kind of creepy. You know, one is just genuinely having a fun time.
I want to know in the Grease show, how did they dub out "It's a Real Pussy Wagon" in the song "Grease Lightning"?
They changed the words.
Yeah,
it was they cut other cuss words out.
What'd
as
they
well.
call it instead of Pussy Wagon?
I don't remember.
Let's find out. It's a real...
It's a gash mobile.
But then there was other
a pussy hatchback.
Changed the wrong word.
They had wrong word.
It's a real cunt smart car.
They had a good piece of stunt casting in there too. They had
what?
They had some stunt casting. They had the Eve Plum who played Jan Brady from the Brady Bunch in there.
Yeah, how's she look these days?
Not good.
Not good.
No, she's an older person.
Hydromatic.
Oh, this is Grease Live. This is Grease Lightning.
This song is pretty filthy on the movie.
Yeah, they cut it all.
It's a lot of like jizz references.
Lightning. Grease lightning.
Do they ever show the audience?
At times, yeah.
They're not singing live.
They're singing live.
They're not.
First beat on the floor, she'll be waiting at the door. You know without a doubt, I'll be really making out with this
See right there. That was
You
one
know
of the
that
lines
it
I
ain't
cut.
shit. We'll be getting lots of tit.
Right.
But I wonder what was the original. You know that there ain't no doubt will be a lot of making out. What was the original lyrics?
I don't know. I really just don't know. Do you know, Mark?
It escapes me.
Eric?
I wonder whatever happened to the guy who played Danny Zuko from the movie, the original movie.
What year was that? Oh.
John Travolta.
Well, his career is back on track thanks to that.
Oh, really?
The OJ.
Yeah, they decided it's back on track with
right.
him playing Robert Shapiro.
I found this version to be very interesting.
Janine knows what they called it instead of the pussy wagon. Let's go to Janine in North Carolina. Janine.
Hey there. It's that shaggin' wagon.
Shaggin' wagon. Well, they got to say something. They can't say pussy wagon. Although, I guess they can't. It's a real pussy wagon.
No,
it was prime time and it was live. So
you can't say that.
And Danny Zuko tries to feel her up, and they show that. He put his hand right on her boob.
They showed that.
Yeah, he does that.
Surprised they didn't change it to socially relevant messages. No means no. Do. You know.
Justin really enjoyed watching his Grease live last night.
It was a good TV show.
Yeah,
it was event TV. Everybody, it's like the Super Bowl, but like a week early.
I bet you put on your leather jacket and sat in your car and pretended you were singing along like you were with Danny Zuko and the boys.
Danny, what are we doing now?
One side of the car is a lot lower than the other side.
I'm not that heavy. It's not accurate. It's not at all accurate.
See, it sounds awful, Justin.
It was great. You're going to have to watch this stuff when you're kids.
No,
yes, you will.
No, because we don't have to bond over a dumb show like that. So everyone picks their fucking tablet or TV and they do their own thing for a little while.
Your kids are going to want to
then
watch
we
stuff
bond in
with
other
you.
ways.
They're going to want to watch stuff with you. You're going to have to sit there. You're going to have to sit there for a 3-hour thing in your house and watch Grease.
There's no way.
I guarantee it.
No fucking way. I'll bond in other ways. And there will be. I'll watch an animated feature.
You know, it's a good song, "Hopelessly Devoted to You."
Yeah,
I'm just getting
See, I sing that to Sirius XM.
I'm getting a text message that you live tweeted the whole event.
I did like 3 tweets, but I kept writing.
Let me see your tweets.
I kept doing really enthusiastic tweets.
This should be good.
That's fun. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
I didn't write anything. I was just trying to write really enthusiastic tweets.
Yeah, but I don't know if you were going for the joke.
Now I found the old picture of the Mad Max thing, and I did that joke. But everything else.
Sorry, Justin. Did we talk about the movie and how you were right?
What movie?
Fury Road?
Yes.
No.
I loved it.
I told
you told me.
I was wrong. It's fucking amazing.
You didn't like
it? No, he just saw it.
I loved it.
Jimmy thought it would be just a dumb movie.
Shit, it looked like the trailer annoyed me. It was fucking amazing, and I want to see it again.
I've seen it so many times. I love that film.
Such
beginning
a good
to
movie.
end.
Yeah.
Beginning to end is genius.
Wow, is it good?
Mm-hmm. I don't even know how he thought of half the stuff in that movie.
Yeah, the colors were amazing.
Yeah.
When it was shot. And cinematography, I want to see The Revenant, but I hear that the cinematography and that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good in this, too.
Everything's orange in the desert. At night, there's this crazy blue.
Bluish gray. It was so beautiful.
They're supposed to be putting out a black and white version of it.
I have no desire to see it.
Why would they do that?
George Miller, he's the director. He envisions a version of this that's black and white.
Okay.
The rumor was they were going to release that on DVD, but now they're talking about putting it out in theaters. So I'll see anything he does. This film is genius beginning to end.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's up for awards and everything.
Best Picture, absolutely. It should win Best Picture.
Oh, it should win, you
Yes.
think?
I don't know. I want to see the Revenant.
That'd be a stretch for the Academy, don't you think?
I do, but I think the way he approached this film...
Is there any blacks in it?
There aren't.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem because now everyone's feeling the pressure that they got to get some blacks winning now.
Yeah. Well, I heard the SAG Awards, they cleaned up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, out of Gil, Idris
I heard
Elba
they
won
cleaned
too.
up.
No, Mark's right because I was watching a little of that over the weekend. I'm like, oh,
They were the
fuck.
janitors. Yeah.
That all of a sudden, like black actors and actresses were winning all over the fucking place.
Oh yeah, they had to overcompensate.
They obviously were adjusting.
What was the who won? Did Idris Elba win?
He won 2.
He won 2.
But he was very, very good.
Oh, he's great.
But I didn't think in that role it was. I thought it was a good role. But again, I equated it to Denzel in Training Day or Scarface. Like it was kind of a one-note role,
Right.
Even though he was great.
I can see that.
It was. Who did he beat?
I don't know. But he won for Luther as well, the BBC show.
Yeah, he was very surprised that he won too.
How ironic he's on a BBC show.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, it was.
End the show there.
Yeah, you should just go home now.
There's
Quick, play the Gangnam video. No.
I saw there was the Gangnam video. There was a better one. It was about me enjoying life. Let's be honest. Don't pigeonhole me in the Gangnam video being silly. There's times when I say things that mean things too. Luther. I only saw the first episode. I didn't love it. I liked it. I didn't love it.
All right.
It was a little too much like there's this connection to the bad guy, and the bad guy is very wily and smart, and then she's the bad guy communicates back. It's a woman. It's just
I didn't like that at first, but it gets beyond that very quickly.
Okay.
I'm looking at your tweets. You were going for the goof. Fair enough.
I was. See, it was.
Don't even think about calling my house during Grease Live tonight. Just warning you now.
And then all in caps. Shut the hell up. Grease Live is on.
Holy crap! Why didn't you say shit?
Why are you idiots on Twitter when Grease Live is on? Holy
Okay.
crap! Summer loving. Blah blah blah.
Where's Summer? I want to hear "Hopelessly Devoted to You."
That means we're still talking about this.
Yes, we are.
I told you. See, it brought up good conversation.
No, it did not. Good.
A lot
Average
of
conversation. A couple of yucks. Yes.
See?
Watching Grease Live. I didn't even hear about this. How'd you hear about this?
I didn't hear about it either.
Kids, they were talking. They were looking forward to it all week.
Kids were?
Yeah.
What kind of kids look forward to Grease Live?
I'm telling.
Fucking eggs and Xbox and fucking Call of Duty, and these kids are looking forward to Grease Live like it's 1974.
I have an 8-year-old and 11-year-old girl, and
really?
they do plays.
What else do they watch? You have that midnight special? Fucking
Actually, my 8-year-old loves Smokey and the Bandit, so I got to give her credit for that.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Did they write it on their calendar that Grease Live was going to be on?
Every day it was. Did anyone set the DVR for it?
I have a feeling that you're the one that wants to see all this shit.
Yeah.
You're dragging your family into it.
No, I got him in it. I'll take credit for Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, but this is not yours.
This is not me.
Justin wouldn't watch Grease. He'd be on his hands and knees watching Greased Rolling Pin. In the hiney, it feels good.
Do you have a Smokey and the Bandit outfit too?
I do. You've seen my Smokey and the Bandit jacket?
I have not. Oh, yes, I actually
the
like
red
that one.
jacket.
Yeah.
I got the red jacket. Bandit wore and Smokey and the Bandit too.
I don't even want to make fun of Justin. I feel like I apologize.
No,
I'm not going to reference you being in Smokey and the Bandit 2 either. I'm not going to mention that.
See,
I'm just kidding. I won't.
The MacGuffin in that was an elephant in the back of a snowman's truck.
I'm joking. I don't want to just pick on you. I like Justin.
Thank you. I like you too.
All right, cool.
Actually, this is the clip with Jan Brady in it.
Let's look at All right, let's look at Jan Brady.
As long as something was,
She's a
who
shop
cares?
teacher.
I'm so mad about what Leo did to my car. Danny, we can fix it though, right? I don't know. It looks pretty hopeless.
Did somebody say hopeless?
There she is.
Come on, any car can be fixed. Did you boys learn nothing in my class?
Is that her?
Don't answer
Yeah.
that.
Well, if you've learned nothing, you should have learned one thing. First of all, my TV father died of AIDS. Now, let's get back to it. Anything can be fixed, except for HIV and my TV father. That was not fixed. We could fix everything except his proclivity for unprotected sex. That was unfixable. Also couldn't fix my contract when we did all those live variety shows. I wouldn't do it, and they replaced me.
Just gotta bring it a dick. That's all there is to it, right?
Yeah, and replace a part.
She looks all right.
Yeah, for that old.
The engine.
Wait, go for
Why
the
am I
close-up.
supposed to get a new engine?
Guys, there's an old saying. There's a spare part in every parked car.
Where'd you hear that?
My father told me before he died of AIDS. That's where I heard it. Wow, she looks a little old. Yeah,
she looks old.
But again, she was. We forget. What was that 67?
Yeah, she's old.
She's got to be. She's got to be pushing 60 at this point.
She grew up in front of us. She grew up in front of us.
Right in front of her eyes.
Yeah.
Wait till the Brady Bunch, the kids start dying off, and they will. That'll start to feel old and shit. The music.
Who will be the first one, you think?
Don't know. It depends on what it is. I'm surprised none of them have died of drugs. They've all done pretty well.
What about Alice? Is she dead?
She just died. Died.
Last year.
Ambi Davis, yes. She was hooking and she was slashed. It was a really bizarre death.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Throat was cut open in the Bronx.
We're friends with Greg Brady.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can get him on the line.
We're not friends. We know him, and he hates us.
Oh, really?
He hates Opie for calling him.
He doesn't hate me.
3 in the morning.
We're friends.
So he's the opposite of Piscopo.
Yeah.
He hates when you call.
Piscopo loves it. You want us to get Joe on again?
No, we're good.
You're
we're
good
good
for now? You
I got
sure?
enough Piscopo in me.
You want to say hi to Barry Williams?
Sure. I mean,
he doesn't hate me.
He does.
You think he hates me now?
How could he
We've been
not?
friends for years.
Waking him up.
Are you texting him right now? Or are you calling him?
I'm going to just see if he's around.
So we have this Bobby, Greg, and
Greg, and not Peter.
Peter.
It is Peter.
Peter. And Oliver.
Bobby, Greg, Peter, and then Cindy, Jan, and Marcia.
Yep.
And then Tiger the dog.
Yeah.
Sam the butcher.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then there was Carol.
Uh-huh.
Of course, there was Alice, and then there was Mike.
Yes.
And then little Oliver came to live with them when the kids
right, Oliver.
Cousin Oliver.
Kids started, cousin Oliver.
Yes.
Kids started getting older. Well, you should call him off air, right? No?
It's more fun this way.
Right. I just don't want his number to go out over the air.
I know. I've made that mistake a few times over the years.
He calls.
Boy, first Scott Stapp, now this.
He doesn't answer anymore, so maybe he does hate me.
When he sees your number, why would he answer?
I should block it next time.
Hi, this is Barry. I'm not available to take your call right now, but please leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for calling.
Partridge Family was better.
Whoa, hey! Oh.
When you've finished recording, you may hang
Ah,
up or
shit.
press
I
1
jumped
for
again.
more options.
Yo, Barry! It's Opie and Jimmy and Mark Norman. You got to call our show today because Eve Plum was on Grease Live, and we want to talk about which Brady Bunch kid is going to die first. So give us a call back. I missed you. It's been a while. Love you, miss you. All right, bye. What? It's a good message.
It was a nice message.
That's a nice message. Isn't that what we wanted to discuss with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, they all seem to be doing okay.
So when he checks his messages, he's going to find out that we want to know which one of his co-stars will die
Well,
first.
or it could be him. I mean,
he would have an idea.
Maybe that's why he didn't answer the phone.
He's got the inside scoop on that.
He's a nice guy.
We love Barry Williams.
Who else do we have in here? We had Knight,
Peter.
Christopher Knight, who was also really a nice dude.
He was awesome.
They're all nice.
He got fucked.
What do you mean?
Residuals.
These guys did not make money off the Brady Bunch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I used to hang with Barry a little bit, and I went to his house in Bel Air back in the day. He invited me over for some dinner.
Wow.
And I'll just cut to this part of the story instead of the whole long, drawn-out story. This house was ridiculous, and I'm like, wow, this fucking Brady Bunch money is nice.
Yeah.
Turns out, though, he married an international banker, and that's why they had this ridiculous house. It wasn't the Brady Bunch money.
That's a bummer.
And Peter Brady talked about it on our show. They got fucked. And the creators of that show just made millions and millions and never really did the right thing by the kids because they didn't have the proper contracts. But you would think if you made so much money, wouldn't you just give them a little taste even though there's no contract? Like, look, I know, but I'll never be able to spend all this money. And the reason why I'm so fucking rich is because of you kids over here. But he didn't dole out any of the fucking money to the kids.
No, they don't give out little tastes in Hollywood. They don't.
I know.
Whatever your contract says, that's what you get.
And that is it, right?
That's the way it is. Because then you have grounds to sue for more. There might be, you know what I mean? You just don't do it.
It was Sherwood Schwartz.
Yeah.
He had all the money.
He did everything back then.
His net worth, what's his net worth? $175.
Oh, I would have guessed more.
Million.
Huh?
Million.
$175. I see the dollar sign right there. $170.
It don't help him because he's dead.
When did he die?
See, he died with $175 million in the bank. He couldn't give the kids a little taste. Fuck that guy.
I thought he'd have more than that.
$175 million is nice.
I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong, but
that's what he left the earth with.
Yeah, that's no can of tomatoes.
Right.
Yes.
When did he die?
2011.
No, he just died.
5 years ago.
Wow.
Huh?
He lived for 50 years after that fucking garbage.
You would have lived 50 years after that garbage, too, if you knew the checks that were coming in from it.
Oh, no, I'm more questioning God's judgment.
Yeah.
They've allowed that. I love the Brady Bunch. We always shit on the Brady Bunch, but, who didn't watch it growing up? It was fun.
Yeah, but there was nothing else on.
That's a good point.
True, we had 3 fucking channels.
That's true. You watched Brady Bunch, MASH.
Yeah, well, that's a good show.
It's a great show, yeah, but
3 channels and no smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
So, no swiping. No swiping for us.
Where's that song from Greece?
Oh, we want to go back to that?
It's not up. They mislabeled it, so the same song's up twice.
Helpless.
Oh.
Grease Lightning's up twice.
Oh, for the love of Eve. I love this Australian model. She's shaming them to send their dick pictures.
You like that she's doing that?
First, because you can't just send this woman unsolicited dick pictures. Don't be an asshole.
But a lot of people are doing it.
Good, they're stupid. They deserve to get fucking busted. If you're having a conversation and it happens, that's one thing. But if you're just sending a pretty model your dick photo, you're a fucking asshole.
But look at her pictures.
She's amazing.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, what are you supposed to do with that picture?
Jerk off to it, say hello to her, and if she ignores you, accept it.
But it seems like she's doing a little of that teasing.
Let her.
On her end.
Then don't follow her.
And then she's surprised that somebody might send a dick picture or
two? Can't just send your dick pictures.
A lot of shaming going on in this world these days.
That's almost accurate, because that's invasive shit. To just send your dick picture to a total stranger that you have no rapport with. Like, I'm a pervert, and I send my dick pictures. Believe me, I'm
but
happy
you're not randomly sending them.
No, never to a fucking person on Instagram for no reason.
Well, she's dressed in such a way where it's, some guys can't take it.
But what do they think? They're going to send a dick pic and she's going to go, I'm getting a plane ticket.
Exactly.
Maybe.
She's got 2 million followers. She's going to look at your idiot. That's almost an aggressive act. Like, yeah, look at my fucking dick. Right. You're just idiots.
But she's saying, look at my fucking tits in that one shot we see here.
Yeah, and you're only seeing them by following her, though. Like, she's not going to someone and going, hey, I'm going to talk to you. Not that guys would mind, but it's like, it's that thinking, like, if she wants to put those pictures up, that's fine. Guys choose to follow her. But then again, I'll say this, she is choosing to accept these private messages. She's fucking up, because on Instagram, you have to, if I want to message Mark, and we don't follow each other, I have to send a request.
Right.
So she is, in a way, choosing to accept these, but then she doesn't know it's a dick till she opens it.
I think
that's true.
But the other side of it, she's being overly sexual with her pictures too. That's a little strange.
But that's a service she's doing. She's doing a service.
Wow,
she's showing us her great tits. She's wonderful.
Look at the one in the bra.
She's awesome.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
She shouldn't be more.
30,000 likes. Look at that.
Hot tamale.
How do you not send a dick pic? Look at these pictures.
And that caboose is not too shabby either.
She's making sure she has a lot of cleavage in her shots, a lot of booty.
Oh man,
pics.
She's Australian, you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I got a good one. I'd put a shrimp on the Barbie for her.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind going down under the sheets. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I love
what kind of
Outback
DMs
Steakhouse.
does she expect?
I wouldn't mind kangaroo hopping.
Look at the picture of her in the bedroom with the sheet barely covering the naughty parts.
Yeah, she's fucking amazing.
Oh,
57,000 likes for that one.
Yeah. That should have more.
That's what she looks so super sexy. She's fucking hot. But anyone that just randomly sends her a dick picture, you're a dope.
Yeah, it's not the smartest thing in the world. I get that.
And she's not even asking for that.
Well, I don't know. She's asking for something. Look at these pictures.
But that
My God, man.
She's really hot, but the service she's providing is that she's being hot and showing these sexy photos. Jerk off to them. That's fair. She's not trying to catch people jerking off to them. She's not shaming people who might look at them. But if you aggressively contact her when she hasn't said that she wanted contact, you're being a fucking asshole. Now, if you're talking to her and she's like, well, are you talking about it? And she's like, well, I'd love to see your dick. And then she shows it. Then she's fucking horrible.
You see the one where she's on all fours, though? What message is she sending there?
Well, here, smell this, doggy.
And all this time, I just sent her a dick pic.
Right.
Absolutely.
What message is she trying to send?
If you ask her, would you like to see my dick?
She's basically saying this is where the dick goes.
Yeah, she is.
See how much that dog video got compared to the rest of them?
15,000, just about 15,000 likes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when you know you're hot.
Or taking a shit into a frying pan, 400,000 likes.
I'd eat that for dinner.
Here, play one of her videos.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's not talking.
I wouldn't mind. I want to hear her voice, a sexy accent.
To make you rich. I'm addicted to a lot of crazy shit. I feel like money is the best drug.
She's teasing everybody. She's basically saying you can't have this.
And she's right.
But take a nice look at it.
She has that giant white girl, big hips, fucking Iggy Azalea thing in Australia.
God, look at that.
I don't know how I feel about this. I think if it was like kind of a regular girl, it's sort of sexy, but this girl is going over the top with her sexuality.
But she's a model also.
Yeah, that's what she does.
Like, it's her job.
She's there to make us feel turned on. Good for her, and it's working.
She's showing her legs right now and back up to her face like that. You can't have this.
But let me ask you, if she's in public and she's just sexy on the beach, that's like saying you have the right to take your dick out and just show it to her.
Well, the old days, you were able to pinch a hiney or two at work.
That is true.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. Look at that picture of her selfie where she's covering up her nips. Go down.
Oh, my God.
Wonderful.
61,000
She's
likes.
fucking incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, but then there's...
Somebody called her a whore. That's funny.
See, but that's the fucking mentality of certain people.
Yeah, all the comments are crazy.
Whore. Just these fucking... It's like, just admit you like her and you can't have her. None of us can have her. It's okay. Just jerk off to her. She's wonderful.
That guy wrote in pubic hair. What's that about?
That's Hebrew.
It's Hebrew. Oh, sorry.
That's the language of my people.
I apologize. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I love these guys. Her body's fake. Fucking assholes.
So what?
That's the mentality of people who are sending their dick. Fucking whore here.
Oh, look at that. That is unreal.
It's fucking one. She's literally...
She's just sticking
the
her
best
hiney
person
out.
I've ever seen. She's the best person I've ever seen.
But she's surprised that people would send dick pictures when she's, like, overly sexual with these Instagram photos?
Sure. Why should people send their dick pictures?
No, I don't know if you should in the end, but you shouldn't be too surprised by that,
Well,
I guess.
It's like she's surprised that people are saying like she's fake and she's a whore. It's like this weird aggression people get.
Yeah.
It's not an ongoing dialogue with somebody where they're talking dirty and she's like, I'd love to suck your cock, and then he sends it and then she shames him. That's a different thing. That's a different relationship. When you just see a pretty girl and you're like, yeah, here, look at my dick. Well, you get what you get. What do you expect her to do?
I think this is more than a pretty girl, though, because she's got a bra and panties on with her ass up in the air, and she's heading toward the bedroom. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, these are crazy photos.
Absolutely.
But still. So not sexy. She's heading towards the bedroom. She's in a bra and panties.
But I'm just saying, of course, guys are going to lose it a little bit and send dick pictures. Hoping,
of course.
Probably a lot of them hoping, like, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe we could get some kind of relationship going.
Then they're delusional idiots. You know what? Then they're fucking delusional and they fuck it up for the rest of us. Those delusional, dumb motherfuckers who think that just sending a dick picture immediately is the way to do it, you ruin it for the rest of us that have finessed it.
Yeah. They're rookies, Jimmy.
They're assholes.
Look
Yeah,
at
they
this
are.
one.
Just sending a dick picture to a girl who hasn't, that you haven't even really had an ongoing thing with.
I mean, what is she trying to say with the girl next? That's not a girl next door photo.
To someone she is. She lives next to someone.
True. I mean, true. But
Jesus Christ.
She's amazing. Look at that. She's giving us this.
Yes.
She's showing us these fucking phenomenal photos, and you know how much they cost? Nothing! They cost your cum all over your stomach. Jerk off to your heart's content.
obviously, when I read this story this morning, I didn't go to her Instagram. I mean, she's
the best person I've ever seen.
She's over the top with her sexuality and just fucking smoking hot. I thought it was more of a not an average girl, but a good looking girl that wasn't with most of her clothes off.
Mm-hmm.
These shots are ridiculous. So how's the story go? An Australian model, tired of seeing her Instagram followers' private parts, has decided to shame the senders by letting their wives and girlfriends know what they were up to online.
Ouch. Damn.
That's not nice.
No.
Emily Sears, a 31-year-old beauty based in Los Angeles, has amassed an audience of more than 2 million people. That's because she's showing a lot of skin through a combination of selfies and shots of her enjoying the high life. However, Sears' snaps have inspired a constant stream of creeps to send in their own pictures of their penises.
Yeah.
I know it's wrong, but I mean,
these guys fuck
her
up for the
pictures
rest
are
of
pretty
us.
damn over the fucking top. I usually receive at least 1 or 2 dick pics per day at minimum. Sears has used the conversations ensuing after the unsolicited photos to speak to harassers directly about their loutish behavior.
Loutish, yeah. You're a lout.
L-O-U-T?
Lout?
Yeah, loutish behavior.
Don't behave like such a lout.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now she and her DJ friend Laura are giving the exhibitionist men some exposure they may not be comfortable with by finding and contacting their loved ones through social media.
The only reason I agree with it is because it's an unsolicited thing. Like, if you're just sending a dick picture to some girl, you're an asshole. Like, if you're talking and you say that's totally different. 100% different.
I agree. I think she's trying to come up with a bid or something.
Maybe.
I think she probably should just block these fucking people.
That's true too.
Guys have it all wrong too, because guys keep sending dick pics to people. Women hate dick pics. Guys should be sending dick pics to people they hate, like Hillary and stuff like that. That's who should get dick pics.
Girls don't like the dick pics in general?
They hate them usually,
Very
especially
rarely.
unsolicited. So, like, we should be sending to people we don't like, not girls we like.
If they ask, then you send it, or if you talk, and if a girl's like, I'd like to see your dick, because there are girls that would love to see
Sure.
it. But if you just show, a lot of girls, for them, it's not about the way your dick looks. It's the way you talk to them, or the way it feels, the way you talk in their ear, or the way you press your dick against them when you're talking to them. It's not just fucking let me see your cock. That's a man thing. We're visual.
Right. It's like showing someone your foot.
That's a good point. The point is not that all men harass women. We realize they don't. The point is that all women have been harassed by men. Yeah. I've never met a woman that hasn't had some fucking piece of shit be unreasonable.
Right.
Not hit on her or just, hey, ask you out. That's not harassment.
Well, but if you're basically saying, here's my cunt, I mean, you got some responsibility in this too, don't you?
No.
None whatsoever.
A little bit?
I don't think she's saying, here's my
She's
cunt.
flirting pretty heavy.
No, she's not. She's showing her body on Instagram.
She's moving that ass in such a way and sticking it out.
She's a model.
Yeah, that's what she does.
Yeah.
And our part of the arrangement is we look at it, we enjoy it, we jerk off to it. That's it.
Yeah.
And you want to contact her and say you're beautiful.
Then I think she should just block the fucking people.
Yeah.
I think that would be good enough.
Maybe she's sick of getting dick pictures and she's trying to discourage it. Maybe in her thing she should have a warning. If you send pictures of your private pictures, but then again, if she did that, no one would put their real profile.
Leaning on the bed like that.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
No one's going to argue that point. She is amazing,
and she's sexy. And it's
if
a tease.
This was
that's
more
the
of a
fun
regular
of it.
girl that wasn't showing so much skin, then I would. I don't know.
No, there's no
something
reason for
about
it.
this.
The guy's doing it.
Look at that. I mean, she's naked with just shoes
She's a
on.
model. What do you want?
That's what she does. The guy's sending pictures of these aggressive fucking frat boy jerk offs.
I think some of them are just losing their minds because they're looking at these pictures.
I mean, I'm
then
losing
fucking
mine.
jerk off all over yourself. That's what I have to do. I don't just send a picture to a random stranger.
It's
crazy.
We just love shaming people left and right in this society of ours now.
Yeah, but that's almost like you're trying to be a complete fucking. You're just a basic. That's a very aggressive thing to send your dick to a stranger.
Yeah,
that's a weird thing, dude. That's not. Again, I keep saying it, but that's not open. I'm talking to a girl. We're being very dirty. I send her my dick, and then she outs me. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I hope people understand. I understand that it's bad to just send your dick picture around like that. But man, she's being over the top sexual as well. There's some. I feel there's a little responsibility in.
Well, it's weird that you have to follow someone to get a private message.
Yeah,
so
then
it's
Jimmy
she's
said
following
that-
these dudes.
No, she's not following them.
Oh,
They
I thought
have
you
to
had to
put no. You can
both-
put in a request. I'll show you what a private Instagram request looks like. I get them all the time. I usually don't accept them if I don't know the person. Once in a while, I do. Let's see, Instagram. I open it up, and in the back, you see 12 message requests. So I'll pop that open, and then let's see. Oh, you actually do see the picture. A lot of times you see the picture. Some of them are nice, but like this person just sent a thing, cryotherapy thing. Boom, like that. But I do see the picture without even accepting the request, and then I decline it. I'll read the message, but they're just basically going, "Here, look at my dick."
Yeah.
I don't blame her for getting annoyed at that because that's not what if she said send your dick pictures and then she outed people, she's a cunt.
Yeah.
They're 100% wrong and stupid motherfuckers for doing that.
It's just so weird when you see these girls like just over the top with their sexuality, though, with no clothes on whatsoever, and then they're surprised that some guys might take it too far and send a dick pic.
Yeah, those guys.
I think she should just block them and move on.
Nah, fuck those guys. They ruin it for all of us, dude. Those are the guys that wreck it for all of us. Because those are the guys that fucking harass women and don't know how to just talk and accept no for an answer.
Right.
And those are the guys that go on social media. Instead of saying, wow, you're really hot, they're like, you're a fucking whore.
Right.
Those are the guys that ruin it for all of us.
I know.
Fucking assholes.
It continues. I think it provides an accountability that people seem to lose online. Well, she's right about that. Being behind a screen gives people a false sense of anonymity. Sorry, she said. Yeah, I mean, that's 100% right. Most people wouldn't do half the shit they do online if they had to use their real names.
Oh, sure.
They no way would.
Yeah.
The Aussie tweeted one response from a thankful girlfriend who found out that her boyfriend had sent pictures to 4 other women and hit her after she dumped him. Jesus.
Yikes.
What do you think of this, Justin?
Somebody tweeted to us. I agree with everything that you guys have been saying, first of all.
We're saying opposite things.
That's how complicated it is.
I see both sides.
It's a bit complicated because I'm not saying it's right to just send your dick picture around, but
I think just because she's a model and she's posting photos of stuff she already does doesn't mean... But what you're doing is she's not just sending you... You have to follow her to see these pictures. And then these guys are just sending her. But somebody just tweeted to us, I haven't seen it yet, a link to a video on... it's Matt Lewis on Twitter, Matt _Tampa. On Huffington Post, there's a video of women reacting to...
I've seen this video. It's really funny.
But I'll say, when they say no women like dick pictures, that's not true either. A lot of women do, but they like it under certain circumstances. They have to be in the mood to see it. They're visual. They're fucking a little dirty, but they don't want them as randomly as a guy.
Right. There's a very good question coming in for you, Jimmy. Okay. There's a very good question from Patrick in Atlanta. Go ahead, Patrick.
Hey, guys. Jimmy, I love you to death, but I got a question.
Sure.
If a really hot girl sends you a picture of her dick, do you block her?
You raise a very good question. I certainly don't. I follow her back. That's how you get followed back.
Very nice, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Very nice.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm like...
Sorry for what? This girl's stunning and sexy. She's much hotter than the... Oh, boy, did I almost bomb. Back up and bail out. Move on. Yes.
What?
Oh, I was going to throw out a fucking... Let me see her feet.
How are we supposed to find her feet?
I don't know. How about the picture with her sandals on? What do you think? What do you think she stands on? Hold on, another one. Not that one. Not that one.
Right there.
Top left. There you go. Thank you.
Same
those are feet.
No, I know, but I want to see them.
The feet are a little wide.
I like that.
They're a little wide.
More foot for
flat-footed.
The feet are wide. Come on.
She's flat-footed, Mark.
No, she's not. Look at the arch on that motherfucker.
I want to know why
flat.
Paul just brought Jimmy a rag.
He did. And some fucking cleaner from my screen. He's right. No, I have a cute comment. That's what I put on my screen after somebody writes a dirty comment.
Delightful. Just delightful.
Somebody writes a dirty word, I always clean it off. Oh, man. It's cute, isn't it? Yeah, she's wonderful.
It's so weird how the whole thing goes. Like,
well, now you know how the internet works now, though.
Yeah, but it's weird how
now they're going to shame her back. She's going to get so many fucking dick pictures now.
No.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
You think?
The follow up of this story is that she's gotten 10 times more dick pictures because she came forward with this.
She's also getting
how much you want to bet?
We are talking about it, so it's
she's going to get so many dick pictures.
Yeah, she'll live.
So many.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's an aggressive, shitty act, and it fucks up. What happens is this. It makes women lump you in with every jack-off who just will send a dick picture because you fucking don't know how to read a woman at all.
Yeah.
And you think that that's what they want the minute you talk. Like, you feel it out. I love sending a dick picture, but it's like to send it to someone who doesn't want it is humiliating.
I understand.
It's embarrassing.
You also understand how the internet works because now a whole bunch of people out there are going to be like, oh, really? You just shamed a bunch of these fucking guys? Well, now look what we do back to you.
Yeah.
That's just how it works, unfortunately. She's going to get so many dick pictures.
Wow.
Look at the hiney shots.
Isn't that weird, though, that girls... The whole setup is weird, how girls hate dicks. You know, like a strange dick. Like, if you flash a girl on the subway, she, like, needs therapy, you know?
I always found that stuff just funny.
I mean, it's funny for us, but, like, if a woman flashed you...
I would find it funny.
You would find, no matter how ugly she was, you'd be like, "Wow, jeez."
That would make my day in a weird way.
Of course.
Even if it was a bad one, I would just laugh.
It would make your day, but for women, they have to like get counseling. Yeah, it's weird how that's set up.
Because we don't get fucking, you know what it is? They get groped at work and all this fucking shit. And everyone's dated a girl who's got that fucking scummy, weaselly ex who won't let go, who just keeps texting. Hey, who are you talking to?
Right.
That fucking leech ex-boyfriend who won't just kill himself already.
Yeah.
That fucking stalker mentality drives me crazy.
Absolutely. But every once in a while, you get a girl on the subway that is very aggressive. Back to the flasher. Those videos are hilarious.
But again, like, say that she's a really hot girl on the subway. Let's say she's wearing a fucking mini skirt on the subway, and a guy pulls his dick out. That's what the equivalent of it is. She fucking videotapes it and puts it online.
But
you jerk off.
No one would look like this on the subway, Jimmy.
But you know what I mean? To some guys, she might.
Did you see the one where she's just wiggling her ass and barely has any clothes on?
Her ass is wiggling too.
Look at the wiggle. The wiggly.
You think there's any part of women that get flattered by all that shit? Like, this hobo's jerking off to me. It's kind of nice.
I would say.
I mean, the idea of rape, hey, it's scary, but this guy's he's breaking the law just to fuck me. Sorry.
That's Mark Norman. We don't know who the fuck he is.
Just saying. It's the guy's burning a lot of calories. Just
well, we certainly could go to the phones and ask the ladies for the answer.
I would love to ask the women. How do women feel about the dick pictures? Like, maybe some girls will go, "Hey, she has it coming," for showing off like that. But to me, people who send dick pictures like that, there's a weird look. Are there guys that are just being dirty and think it's sexy? Yeah.
Look, I got to keep saying, I know it's wrong to send the dick pictures, but she's like, in a weird way, she's kind of overly flirting, and
she's a model. She's not flirting. These are photos.
Just look at the eyes and the lips.
So what?
She's got the lips in a way like.
What about porn stars?
You can't
looking
have
at a camera, and she's right. We can't. She's being truthful.
Oh, I will show you every little angle of me, but you can't have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've always found that a little strange.
Why do you think you can have it?
Yeah, we look. Why do we deserve it? If she doesn't want to fuck, then we don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't have to look. If she was following, like, here's the thing. If she direct messaged you and sent you naked pictures of herself, and then you sent your dick picture back, and then she's a fucking horrible twat, and she was fucking with you and teasing you, and then when you responded, she hurt you. That's different. Her just posting things and us choosing to look at them, there's a huge difference. And people misinterpreting these fucking signals and getting it wrong. That's why fucking women don't want to see our dicks.
That could be the hottest picture I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly. That towel, though. Put the towel. You're going to fucking drip it all over the floor. Sorry.
I guess all I'm trying to say is...
but we're lucky to have these. Are free.
Thank you. We're lucky. She's giving a gift.
You would have to buy a calendar for this shit in the 80s.
When a girl gives you a cake, do you show her your dick? No, you thank her for it.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, my headline is, she shouldn't be too surprised, because I really thought it was going to be a girl that didn't show as much skin as this one is showing.
But what's the goal?
And then she's surprised that so many people are sending dick pics.
I don't get the move, though.
And of course, the sending of the dick pic is definitely
look at her. She might have the nicest ass like that anyone's ever had.
I want to eat pudding out of that ass.
I want to eat something that looks like pudding that comes out of that ass. Why do they have to phrase it like I'm on vaudeville? I want to eat something that looks like pudding. I should be chomping a cigar in a fucking Vlasic Pickles commercial. Fucking hack. You're not kidding, Mark. She's so lovely, I'd marry her. Boo, Jim.
I love vaudeville.
Let's go to Val in Houston.
Hello, Val.
Hello, how are
you?
y'all?
You fucking Kilmer, Batman?
Yeah, that's it. Well, I was calling because I talked about this. I saw this article on Friday. I was telling my husband about it, and I agree with Jimmy. I don't know why men think it's so flattering to send pics like that. It doesn't work at all. So I totally agree with what she's doing.
Did you see her pictures?
I did see her pictures, and she's
beautiful.
Amazing. I mean,
she's fucking beautiful.
Stunning. I can see why men think that might be the path to go down, but
she doesn't know how the internet works, though, because she is definitely going to get so many more dick pics now.
Well, I saw her say that since she started doing that, I guess other men had heard that that's her MO, and so they stopped sending as many. So I don't know if, like, now that it's more of a story, maybe that will happen, but...
Yeah, wait for the follow-up story. I will guarantee that this is going to get out of control now.
Well,
the internet is not a place where everyone goes, oh, you know, that's a good point. I think we all should stop now.
That's true.
Right. I think we all should stop what we were doing. He made a really good point.
And if she sent back a request saying, hey, why would you send that? That's not what I asked for, and I didn't sign up for that. Some guys would go, hey, sorry about that. I was just a little turned on. But a lot of guys would be like, well, then you shouldn't be showing off, you fucking whore.
Yeah, that's obviously all that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think she should have just blocked people and moved on, and then this thing maybe... when she's basically pulling her pants down.
Maybe she's pulling them up. Maybe she's just pulling them up.
The thumbs are inside. That means she's pulling them down.
Not true. Maybe she just took a dump. Maybe she's in a Japanese subway and she just squatted and took a deuce and she's looking down, making sure because she's got diarrhea that none leaked under her vagina.
Oh, okay.
Maybe she's making sure there's no diarrhea stains in the front.
Then that would obviously be stupid to send a dick pic.
Those pants used to be white.
They're red. It's true.
She's spotting. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's one sexy bear.
God. Her Instagram is Emily Sears for the people.
Yep.
Now I'm angry. I'm angry here.
Yeah. She's really pretty, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to date her.
Yeah?
She'd like me.
You should send a picture of your calves.
Yeah, I should start sending my calves. Everything but my dick.
Yeah, let's
everything. But I'm like, you don't get the pecker, babe.
Let's go to Sherry in New Hampshire. Sherry.
Hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi. Jimmy, love you. Seeing you in February in Maine.
Thank you very much. Oh, good. Thank you very much.
But I disagree with you.
Okay.
Whoa.
I think her whole point of doing those pictures, and I think we can all agree, because she knows she's beautiful, and the whole idea of turning people on.
Yes.
Okay. So if what's the best way to let somebody know that they did their job and they turned you on? Show them your dick. Show them your hard. Show them your hard on.
But
how can she be surprised?
Because is she asking to see the results?
Well, I don't know. In my opinion, if she's putting her pictures out for very easily public viewing, I understand you have to click.
Okay. So a woman on Facebook who puts up bikini photos, and there are a lot of you that do that. Let's say your daughter or your sister put up Facebook bikini photos, and some guy interpreted that as she wants me to. So all of a sudden on Facebook, guys should just be sending you or your daughter dick pics.
No, you're absolutely right. However, I would look at my daughter and say, well, what the hell? You can't put out pictures that you know are going to turn people on and then be surprised when it turns people on.
I'm with Sherry. I think it's the whole that she's kind of surprised by the whole thing, and then she's like, oh, grody.
That is very much a much lower level she was asking for it. That's all it is. Men can't control themselves, and she showed me her ass. I'm not saying don't be turned on by it. I'm not saying don't look. I don't think every guy that looks at a nipple is wrong. I'm a pervert. Right. But you can't just send a dick picture to someone who is not engaging you at all.
I just didn't think these pictures were going to be this sexy and over the top when I read this story. So I've and I'm saying it again because it sounds kind of shitty. You probably shouldn't be sending your dick pics around, but she shouldn't be surprised by the whole thing.
So why not do it on
the mature woman? If I'm sitting here and I dress up nice and I put a picture on Facebook, okay, somebody sends me a random dick pic, I'll be like, wow, okay, that guy totally misinterpreted that dress. If I take a picture of myself nude, shaking my ass, walking toward the bedroom, and I get a dick pic, totally not surprised.
It's not a surprise, but the guys are so fucking stupid who do this. See, guys like that do this, you're the reason that fucking women don't want to show things like this. Like, you dumb motherfuckers are the reason that women fucking are weird about their sexuality. Like, when a woman fucks a lot of guys are like, oh, she's a dirty whore. And then we wonder why women don't want to suck our dicks in the car on the first date. I don't know, maybe because they've been told they're whores for all these years for sucking our dicks on the first date. Can't have it both ways, dumbbells.
And then,
well, here's the question.
But then now she's shaming the guys. That whole part of it's pretty sad.
She's shaming them because they're aggressively contacting her, and she's not asking for that. Yeah. She's not asking for that engagement.
But I have a question, then. If she's so comfortable with nudity, then why does...
we lost Mark, by the way.
She's comfortable showing... and I'm not moralizing about dick pictures. I've sent more than probably everybody in this room combined. Unless Mark has sent a lot. Well, email me and request. But you know what I mean?
And he means it.
This is not about feeling like you're bad if you send dick pictures. I'm fucking dirty. I love the perversion. I just think if you're randomly sending them, you're stupid. And you're asking for trouble, and you're invading someone in a way. It really is invasive. Her showing her hair is not enough. It's never been enough. And I'm not being a feminist by saying that. I resent the fact that women don't want to dress like this or don't want to do this because they know they're inviting a fucking guy to jerk off in front of them on the subway.
Right.
Fucking crazy.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you in February.
Thank you, sweetheart.
She's also not nude. She's showing as much as you would in the Victoria's Secret catalog.
And even if she was nude, like I get why a guy wants to send his dick. Believe me, of course.
She would be nude, but Instagram frowns upon that.
Yeah.
This one would definitely be nude on Instagram.
Oh, this guy's got an ass grab. He's got a handful.
I see that. Let's go to Paul in Chicago.
Yay!
What's up, Paul?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Jimmy's going to be there a week from this weekend.
Who is that girl? Who's that guy?
Fuck yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Opie, I completely agree with you because, like, with how guys are scumbags and, like, she should not be surprised. But also with Jimmy, agree because, like, why not fucking expose everybody? Everybody's a pervert anyway in their own little ways. Fuck everybody. Everybody should just be honest about how they really are and how they want to see assholes and fucking do all that dirty shit, you know?
We're just so quick to shame people online, though.
Exactly. It's so
Get them in trouble and just try to fuck up their lives. And maybe some of these guys are just lonely. And maybe didn't even mean anything too aggressive by it.
Well, no, she's doing it to people who have boyfriends, to have girlfriends. She's shaming people who have girlfriends, and she's going to their party and going, look what your fucking partner's sending me.
Right.
It's different.
Crazy thought.
And then her next picture is she's almost completely naked.
Yes, she's
so strange to me, the whole thing.
She's giving, here's what's happening. Those dickheads are wrecking it for us. She's doing this for free. She's showing us these fucking photos. Jerk off to it all you want.
Right.
Like, it's not like she's shaming people who are looking at them. She's not asking for an interaction. Hey, you want to see these? Follow me. That's the beginning and end of the contract.
And some of these guys might have a girlfriend. But if this one writes back, then goodbye, girlfriend. Hello, Australia.
Right.
Hey, Jimmy. By the way, I just listened to you. Like, turn Patrice on Face Off and laugh my ass off.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite moments. Thank you,
amazing.
Oh, you guys have a good one.
All right, Paul. Thank you. So he agrees with a little bit of everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting though that like everybody's shaming everybody now, but yet you're not allowed to fat shame or slut shame? There's weird ways you're allowed to shame, but some ways you can't shame.
All right.
Where? They're shaming for everything online.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But then you're not allowed to. You get in trouble for slut shaming,
right?
Or fat shaming. But this shaming is okay.
Yeah. Let me go to Jerry in Florida. Now the phones are lit because now I think a lot of people have seen the pictures. Go ahead, Jerry.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, I think it's kind of weird that you're saying, Jimmy. You're saying that these females are able to entice, but then when someone does go too far, they're not preparing themselves for going too far. And I don't think it's fair for you to give them an excuse and say, oh, well, these guys are douchebags, because once they do start to get aroused, because this chick is out here arousing them for whatever reason, and then now all of a sudden she's like, oh, my God, I don't want them to behave this way. Well, bitch, put your titties up.
But do you see
what I mean? Like,
there's a lot of enticing going on in these photos.
But it's all this stuff, and I know what you mean, but it's all this, well, she did this, she enticed, and it's like, as a guy, none of us get to fuck that girl. None of us do. So
and she knows that. That's the problem.
Exactly. So why not just admit that it's an aggressive act? Ooh, she enticed. A woman has never enticed me to show her my dick without contacting me.
Well, when a girl sticks her hiney up in the air like she is, that's an aggressive act too.
I can look or not look. I can look or not look.
But it comes down to the fact that it's so immediate. It's online, so you can just message her. If this was Playboy, you wouldn't take a picture of your dick, put it in the mail, and send it in.
Of course,
it's so immediate.
Takes too long. That's mail.
I get the turn on, Jerry. I mean, I really do. I understand. I'm not saying that these guys, every one of them is terrible. I don't mean that.
Sure.
But it's just they fuck it up for all of us because it tells women, don't show these photos or don't dress like this because we're going to take it sexually right to your front door because we can't handle it. That's like that Middle East burqa shit. You got to wear this and cover yourself because I can't handle when you look good. Well, man up, motherfucker, and just jerk off all over yourself. That's what I have to do.
I think on the adverse, though, I think it also sends a negative image to those females who actually want to do that. Because if you've got these females like this one, who you're saying we're going to not have any access to, we're never going to fuck this chick, then why is she doing that? Why is she doing things that chicks who want to fuck is doing, but then turning down when the people who are doing what they want to do with chicks who want to fuck?
Because they're not just doing that. They're not. It's not like no. It's not like they're contacting her. Hey, I love your photos. You're really beautiful. And she writes back, "Thank you. What's your name? I like your pictures too."
Yeah.
There's not.
And it's not like. And it's also not. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's also not like she's on there and she's sending a picture of her dressed appropriately and saying, hey guys, I really would like to be attractive right now, but I kind of can't because I really don't want to fuck you. She's not being honest about the interaction either.
Yes, she's being 100% honest. Like you're of course she is, because she's not writing these guys back there. Let's say
she's not writing it to them doesn't mean she doesn't know in her mind I'm going to be able to put my tits and pussy out here, and then these people are going to be enticed by it. It's going to give me 1 million followers and make me famous, and I never have to go through with the contract.
What's the contract that we can't handle looking at her? So basically, I don't know what you look like. Hold on, Jerry. Hold on. I don't know what you look like. Let's just say you're a guy and you're a really handsome male model, and you're going to tell me you're not going to be, like, say you're totally straight, and then guys are just sending you their dick pictures, gay guys.
Wouldn't care.
A lot of guys
wouldn't care.
You might not care, but a lot of guys would be very annoyed by that. And we're not also typically rape victims as much. But I disagree. I think that what happens is that what you're saying is a much lighter and different argument. A lighter argument of the burqa. In a way, we can't handle.
Cover herself up. I like her tits.
The burqa. They say, for them, it's not this.
Right.
For them, it's don't show your hair because that's enticement. Right. Don't show your face because that's enticement. Like, it's just the level is a lot different. But in the Middle East, they say, do not show your legs. Wearing a skirt, that's enticement. So they think about this the way they feel that that's enticement, that would bring on sexual assault or rape. It's the same thing, just a much different level.
Let me ask you this real quick, and then I'm going to go.
Sure.
So do we know as males, do you think females know that if they walk out scantily clad, they go like that bit Patrice had about the bears, the salmon dipped in honey. Genius bit, because females know that they're allowed to behave a certain way.
Yes, they are.
And then men, that thing we feel inside of ourselves that we get from seeing that. Okay, so let me ask you this: if you see a sign on a gate and it says "Beware the dog," you understand. Usually we don't even have to see that sign. Most times when we see certain dogs, we understand that dog can possibly rip the fuck out of me.
Okay.
Are you going to walk up to it with bloody fucking steaks in your hand and entice that dog?
Okay, well, I don't look at myself as a man as a fucking mindless asshole dog. Let me ask you this.
That's not the same thing.
Let me ask you this.
Because it's not enticing.
Enticing.
We're going to feel.
You're a married guy. You got a girlfriend. I don't know. Either way.
No, I've got a girlfriend.
Okay, let's just say she dresses one time. She's at the beach and she looks fucking super sexy. And she walks into a store and some clerk takes his dick out or touches her ass because she enticed him. You're cool with that, right?
I think
that's not it.
I think that's a lot different than what's going on here, though.
Why? But it's the same. It's enticement.
But that's a huge step forward that you would actually, touch a girl in public.
Why? She enticed you. Remember the dog and the steak argument? She enticed you.
This is more like throwing the line in the water. Like, well, here's my dick. I mean, it's a bad move, obviously, but it's not like you're actually, touching the girl.
Oh, okay.
Physically, I think.
I feel like when we're online, though, those females, those interactions that we have with those people, because it's private, because it's here at our house, we feel like they're talking to us. And so those guys sending her that dick pic is not them just being aggressive. I think it's them saying, hey, this is, and they want to be that special one that she says, hey, you know what? That's a great dick. I want to keep that dick. Like it.
Well, then they deserve it because they're so stupid. They're so stupid, and they're such idiots. They deserve to be embarrassed.
I think it's an important point, though, and I think it's a huge leap forward. There's not a person in this room that thinks that a guy should be allowed to touch a girl because she's dressing sexy in public.
But that's the same line of thinking. It's a different level of it, but it's the same line of thinking. It's farther removed.
To a point, but someone online thought that's what I was saying. No, fuck no, that's not what I was saying here.
All right, let's do it to a different level. Let's just say you got a girlfriend and she dresses sexy. We all have dated women that dress sexy and she goes to work. Hold on. Let's say she goes to work and she has a boss who wants to fuck her.
Right.
And let's say the boss sends her an email. Or the coworker, not boss. Say the coworker sends her an email and says, look, I've been seeing you at work. You look really beautiful. I would love to take you out. And, I'm really, whatever. Do you look at that the same way you would as that same guy at work just sending her a photo of his cock? You're telling me as the boyfriend, you look at both of those emails the same?
What I would do in that situation when she got the dick pic, the first thing I would ask her is what happened before dick pic.
You would ask her basically, did she request that? Yeah, did she request it?
If she requested, I would just ask her, what happened before dick pic? Because most guys, especially a manager, a boss, they're not going to jeopardize their job and just pull their dick out because my chick walked in.
Oh, no. Say she dressed as sexy. Say she just dressed as sexy at work. So if she said I dress sexy...
I would tell my chick, like, I'm a proponent of Patrice.
Okay.
Like, I would not allow my chick. I would tell her, hey, man, if you're going out and you're doing this, this is how this makes us feel when we see that.
Wow, you'd side with the guy who just sent a dick picture to your girlfriend at work?
That's not what I said. What I'm saying is that I would like to put my female, instead of putting her in a position where she walks out into the world mindless and thinking that there's no repercussion or there's no possible danger to her being out there like that, you have to cover yourself. It's like my last chick I was with. I was married. This bitch used to do the same shit. She would go out to the fucking bar, be like, oh my God, these guys bought us all these drinks and this and that and the other, and then they wanted to holler at me afterward. How dare they? I'm like, bitch, look at how you dress. And you're taking free drinks from them. You know what they want.
Right. Hold on, Jerry. Wait, hold on. What you just said something. Hold on. You just said something that makes sense. Yeah. Yes, she's taking drinks from a guy. He's buying her drinks. He's making an offer. Do you want a drink? Yes, I do. Okay. There's a little give and take there. So a guy wanting to holler at her after, that's a lot different. A guy wanting to talk to a girl after buying her drinks, I get why a guy wants that, and I get why he'd be annoyed. That's different than sending your dick to a stranger who has not engaged you.
That same level of arrogance that she has about that person just wanting to get to know her better, this other chick has that same level of arrogance about a dick pic.
The girl hasn't engaged.
Don't understand the levels.
The girl hasn't engaged. Dude, that makes men look weak. It makes. How about this? Instead of
the guy wants to talk to her,
instead of criticizing, oh, she dressed sexy, like we're all a bunch of little fucking pussies who can't handle it. How about you? Hold on. How about we start fucking shaming the guys who don't know how to handle it and don't know when you should send a dick picture? You're wrecking it for all of us because I have a couple of good ones and I like sending them. But women have gotten desensitized because they keep getting them sent to them by guys that they don't like.
I think they have to be able to take responsibility, though.
But responsibility for dressing a certain way, that's silly.
Yeah. If I go to a job interview, I can't go to a job interview dressed like fucking homeless Bobby. I have to go to the interview dressed appropriately because I understand what type of reaction I want to get from those people. Females know what kind of interaction that they're looking for and they're going to get when they dress that way.
But no one is saying if a guy's talked to her, he's a criminal. No one is saying, hold on. You just talk, let me talk. If a guy says, hey, I want to take you out, I'm not saying he's a terrible person. She dressed sexy. He shouldn't have asked. I'm talking about the aggressive thing of sending a dick picture to a stranger and then crying when she makes it public. I've sent dick pictures.
I'm sorry, I didn't listen to that.
But you think I've sent dick pictures. These people are strangers to her. She is a model. They're just sending their fuck
to them. She's a stranger to them.
Oh my fuck. Okay, you know what, dude? Then why are they looking at her pictures? Just don't follow her.
Putting it out there in public.
Oh, they can't help themselves. Cool.
I can go right now.
Absolutely.
I don't know her name at all, but I can Google chick who's outing dudes dick pics, and it will come up because she's putting it out.
And then we can't handle looking at those pictures. We just can't handle it. Beat her with a fucking burqa. It's the same thing, but a different level.
All right, Jerry, we're gonna let you go because there's so many fucking.
Yeah, man.
All right, Jerry. Thanks for the call, man.
I think I have a problem with this. I feel like she's not being honest because then she turns around like, oh my God, I wasn't thinking that at all. As these sexy shots are all over Instagram.
If she was emailing pictures or texting pictures to married men or men in relationships, then it's the same thing.
If she engaged the guy, if she talked to the guy, and that's.
But I'm surprised that she's surprised that guys would act that way and send the dick pics.
I don't think she's surprised.
She's not surprised.
She just doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it. Exactly.
And she doesn't have to like it.
It's this mentality that men have. But you're the guys that ruin it for all of us who are willing to take no for an answer.
You don't like it, but you got to assume that you put pictures out there like that. There's definitely going to be a part of society that are going to absolutely send you the dick pics, and then she turns around and she's a dick and she's shaming the people.
Well, then why shouldn't the guys
she should just block the people in all honesty and just move on?
Why shouldn't the guys assume that their dick pics are going to be put out there then? Like, if she has to assume their dick's being sent, why should they have the assumption she's going to keep it private?
Yeah.
She's doing something in public. She's saying publicly, hey, look at me. And she's okay.
Look at all of me.
So why aren't these guys putting their dick pictures publicly? Why aren't they putting it on their Instagram or on their Twitter and linking it?
Yeah.
They're sending it privately, and they're crying that their expectation of privacy wasn't honored when she didn't ask for that. That's the problem.
Well, the phones are certainly lit. Chris in Jersey, I agree with Jim. You can't just touch a girl in person if she looks hot. We all agree on that point, by the way. I don't want that to be fucking confused. Guys are reacting just like someone might with a comedian after a show if they say something they don't like.
Let me see what you mean by that. Do you mean that they're confronting you?
Let me say hi to Mike in Brooklyn. Mike.
Yes.
Hey. Hi, Mike.
How you guys doing?
Good. Hi.
All right, so the comparison that I had was exactly that. She's a model. Her job is to show off her body. You are a comedian. Your job, and you guys are very good at your job. Who, as a comedian, is a thing of beauty, just like her body is, right? You compare the two. You guys are different, unique in your own style. Now, shit you say pisses people off, right? So does that give them the right, instead of a dick pic, to send you a death threat?
Yeah, I mean, and what you're saying is correct in a way. It's like they do send these unsolicited, messages to you and like angry messages. But again, maybe I don't know. Is that the same thing or is it different? I don't know.
Because she's a model and it's a job, right? It's a profession. She is a model. She's not a random girl baking fucking cookies at home or whatever. She's a fucking model. That's her job, right? And you're a comedian. That's your job. It's a profession. So if you compare the two professions, you're always going to piss somebody off in your profession.
But she's not pissing people off. People like the pictures.
Oh, boy, do they like the pictures.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no argument there.
Yeah, I've never given anyone a hard
I know
with
what
my
this
ass.
guy's arguing what you do with liking something so much.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though, dude. Like, we're not, by being funny and by joking, I'm not requesting random death threats or whatever, or fuck you. But to me as a comic, I mind that less. I find that less invasive. When people interact with me through email, even if I didn't ask for it, I find that to be a different level of, because it's verbal. It's, if somebody sends me a photo of a decapitated head, that's a little bit,
that's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go to Steve in New York. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, man, you lost me on this one.
That's fine.
I've been listening to you for 15 plus years. I'm normally on board, but I support Jimmy 100% on this. You are straight up wrong.
You're saying that I think she's asking for it. My whole point, I think, is that she shouldn't really be surprised that people are going to react in this way.
Well, we don't know that she's surprised.
Right. True.
Like,
No, you're right about that. You're right.
Okay. The second part of it is we're literally taking like a 1950s standard and applying it to like today's day of connectivity. Like a girl should be able to navigate the world regardless of her profession, barring being a porn star and in the sex industry itself, and don't compare what she does to the sex industry. Barring that, she should be able to navigate her life without some random guy sending a dick pic. And the only ones that shouldn't be surprised is a guy who's like, oh, my God, I can't believe my wife and children are going to find out about an unsolicited dick pic I sent.
Yeah, because he did it in private, and that's the problem. It's like the guys are crying. It's like everyone's mad at her.
Yeah.
But like, well, then why? If they were doing it publicly, I know you can't put a dick picture on Instagram, but that's the thing is like she's being sexy.
Oh, you can't put a dick picture on Instagram.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So that might be why we're having this private versus public argument.
And then people are mad that she's putting their pictures out there or just telling their spouse. Why? They were being sneaky, dating some girl, and then sending their dick picture. And again, I get that. I've done it.
Yeah.
But you're just randomly
and Jimmy,
doing it.
Your point's brilliant, Jimmy. Your point is brilliant because one of the things that we got to consider here is the only reason why these guys are even present to say like, oh, she's a whore and say these profanities is that they were following her in the first place because she was giving them something that they wanted.
Yeah. She's
and
already
now all of a sudden the switch is flipped and she's a whore and it's ridiculous.
All right,
Steve. All right, guys, I'm punching out.
Thank you,
but
buddy.
Jerry raised the point about dressing for a job interview, and I know what he means. Like, if you walk into a job interview in a bad outfit, you can't be upset when you don't get the job.
Sure.
Meaning, you understand the impression you're giving, so you can't pretend you're shocked at the reaction you get.
Right.
My problem is the reaction you get is wrong. To me, if you walk into a job interview dressed in a pair of fucking khaki shorts and flip-flops, that's an appropriate reaction for them to go, you're not right for this law firm.
Yeah.
But if a girl is sexy, to me, it's not an appropriate reaction for you to send your dick immediately without her asking for it or without indicating.
Yes.
This isn't a case of I made a mistake. Like, she was like, I bet, hey, I think you're cute, and there's a back and forth, and then you send it. Then I would say she's being a cunt because guys just made a little mistake and misinterpreted. This is different.
Do you get unsolicited nude photos, Jimmy?
Yes.
And are you bothered by that? Or?
Never. It's a different, but again, that's me.
It's different.
And because
I know, I'm just
just
Yeah,
asking.
I do actually. Believe it or not, I do get them, and I love them, and I appreciate them. Thank you.
All right, let's say hi to Chris in San Diego. Chris, I got to pee so bad. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hi, Chris.
I usually agree with you, Jimmy, but on this, I disagree because, in a way, like you said, the male model and the gay people sending pics and stuff, you're doing this in public. We know that there's these type of predators, these assholes out there.
Sure.
So when you're putting this out there, you're enticing. You're already inviting it. I agree with you that these guys are sending it unsolicited. That she's not talking to them. She's not asking for it. But like you guys said, you can't do it publicly there, so they have to do it privately.
I want to make sure people understand the difference of the two. I don't think any woman should be harassed in that way and be touched and all that shit because she's dressing sexy in public. Of course not.
So why don't they do it in public? Like, my thing is this: why do they expect her to honor their need for privacy when they're fucking sending an aggressive thing to her like that? Like, why don't I know you can't show your dick on Instagram, but why don't they put in public, like, send something that says, "I have a great dick picture for you"? Oh, that's right. They don't want anyone else to know. They want to have this private thing with her. Without her asking for it, without her agreeing to it, without her indicating that she wants it. You showed me your pictures. They're fucking hot. So now you have enticed me to send you my dick, and you have agreed to keep it private. Never having agreed to keep it private. But my assumption and my request for privacy must be honored by you, because I'll get in trouble. Well, if men understand this shit, and if we're also understanding if she enticed us, why should we care if the pictures are made public? Why isn't that a valid argument? Why are they mad when their pictures are shown? Hey man, she enticed me. Every guy who's got a girlfriend, you ballsy guys that think this, tell your girlfriend that shit.
Right.
Every man who says she enticed me to send my dick that called the show, I get why you're turned on. But if you firmly believe that, A, let people send pictures like that to your girlfriends and your wives, and B, fucking show your dick, and when your girlfriend cries about it, go, poof, she enticed me.
I can't debate anymore because my temperature just dropped because I have so much pee in me.
Okay. We can come back to this. People feel very strong.
Oh, they're lit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can run down the hall and you can take some phone calls because... why don't we do that? Someone grab some phone calls for Jimmy. I literally got to fucking pee.
Why do they think they deserve it, though? Why do they think, like, I can show her my dick. She'll want to see it. Who do you think you are?
I mean, you know how guys think, though. They're like, holy fuck, you're showing your ass and tits. Here's my dick.
I know, but what are they
I'm not saying it's right, but of course guys going to think in that way.
I don't even get the thinking, the logic. What? I'm going to show her my dick. The world's going to change. What's going to happen?
But do you see how the people, like, when, and I keep going back to Jerry because, he represents a lot of people's points of view, and I know what he means. But it's like the same thing he would have said to his girlfriend, hey, what did you do? How come these guys aren't saying... all they're doing is blaming this woman for outing them. How come not one guy that has called this show has said, yes, it's totally fine that she showed the dick, and the guy whose dick she showed should have fucking said to his girlfriend, she enticed me, and I had every right to do that. Why is it all of a sudden, I need my secret kept, but yet the woman was wrong for showing it? I don't get that. You can't make that argument.
Right. It just doesn't make sense, the enticing thing.
What's that, buddy?
I said, I don't disagree with you on that.
That's what's bothering me, I think.
They should admit it. If you're going to do it, man up and admit that you did it and say that you enticed me. I agree with you on that 100%.
Yeah, why are the guys who are calling saying she's asking for this? If enticement is such a legit reason to send your dick, why can't you tell your girlfriend, yup, she enticed me, and I sent my... Oh, I get it, because you're in a relationship, and you know that that's not a fucking good enough excuse. So your girlfriend can't know that you were enticed by another girl, because that's wrong. I'm not man enough to say to my girlfriend, yep, I sent my dick to this girl, but this girl's a cunt for enticing me and making me send my... It doesn't make sense. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah. Like, if you saw a hot shot girl at a bar who had, like, a bikini on... Could you take her in the bathroom and just show her your dick?
I have, yes.
I know, but, like, is that...
In Utopia.
That's not allowed, so why is this?
Yeah.
Like, if the shot girl went, hey, this guy just showed me his dick, he'd get in trouble.
Yeah, it's a weird... Where's Plaxico?
Well, what about all these actors and actresses that are good-looking that all of a sudden have porn movies made about them? They never asked for that.
Exactly. What do you mean about
sex
them?
tape?
You mean people playing Sarah Palin in a movie or something?
Oh, yeah, so, stuff like that, or all the sketches. Yeah, I mean, they never asked for that. it was a perfect example. I mean, I can't stand her, but she never asked for all those pornos made about her. And look at that, the porn star now that's all over. She's got a career off of that. She does talk shows, sports shows, whatever.
A woman portraying a celebrity in a porn. Everyone knows it's not them. It's totally different, dude. Totally different.
By the way, that's Lisa Ann. She's amazing.
I have to pee, by the way, too. So do you want to take a quick break, man, and we can come back to this?
Yeah, let's do it.
And because Opie's not here,
so be here soon.
Plaxico will be here, and we can talk about this, and you know,
hopefully we'll
I
see
like
his
the calls
dick.
though. I appreciate all the guys calling in.
Yeah,
it's people are split on this one. You know, it's like it's I don't know. I say it's just polarizing, and then I realize I don't want to say that word. We're gonna go to break and come back.
Married.
Hey, Mark Norman.
Yo!
In studio playing the Laugh Boston, Thursday through Saturday.
Yes, sir. Come on out.
Go see Mark Norman in Boston. Roland's taking a very loud phone call in the back.
Hello, Plaxico.
But he's losing his mind. He's been trying to get Plaxico here.
All right, we'll get Plaxico, and if we don't, we'll just rebook him. It's fine.
He's here. He's here now.
Oh, good. All right.
We'll get him up here any minute.
So that was an interesting hour of radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the people.
We're all hard.
It's she's a lovely lady.
We should we should book her. We should ask her. We should ask her stories.
Book her. We're not policemen. I'm teasing. Go ahead.
Do you think hot gay guy models get this problem?
I'm sure they do.
But I guess they like it because.
Yeah, I meant straight male models before, like because gay models might not, because men are a little piggish.
Right.
And then guys will go, how come we feel okay for I get it. But
yeah.
We all know the difference.
Exactly.
Let's see. What if guys send her asshole pics? This woman makes a living with her body. These photos are self-promotion. I agree with Jim. This is her profession. It's not a dating website. That's Mimi in Jersey.
Dating website.
Dan in Cleveland. I agree with Jim. She's a model. That's what she looks like. And John in North Carolina, I see no difference between Instagram and getting her cell number.
What?
He doesn't see a difference between Instagram and getting her cell number?
Yeah, that's a little...
But even if you got her a cell number, why would you just send her your dick? You got to wait till she asks.
At least wait till the second date.
I know this much. She's going to get a lot of dick pictures now.
Yeah, they're going to come.
She was hoping this was going to stop the dick pictures. She doesn't really understand how the internet works.
Right.
And the internet in general is going to take up the cause of the little guy.
Hey, it's medium.
The internet's going to feel sorry for these guys that got shamed by her. I'm just saying that will happen.
Yeah.
And because of that, she's going to have a lot to deal with in the coming weeks.
Well, instead of getting mad at her, why aren't they getting mad at the interpretation that their dick being public is wrong? Like, why aren't they getting mad at the fact, like, yeah, she put the dick's public, so what? That's perfectly, if it's perfectly logical, then why is it a problem that she's fucking talking about it?
Are you actually putting logic into an internet discussion?
Well, it's just a flaw.
That's the flaw of the internet. People don't want to use logic with any of this stuff.
But you know what I mean? If these guys are convinced of their point, then there should be no problem with their dicks being made public. What's the issue? She enticed you. If that's the logical progression, then what you should be doing is arguing for these men with anyone who would judge them for having their dick made public.
Oh, this is a very good question from Joe in Texas, which we didn't really bring up. If you're single and you sent the dick pictures, is that a little better with this girl?
Oh, I don't know.
That's interesting.
She might hate the idea that guys in relationships are doing. Who knows? I don't know.
Was she okay with the dick pics from single guys, even though she wasn't going to go down that road for whatever reason? But that's an interesting question. But I would assume that she just doesn't want dick pictures.
Yeah.
These guys are amazing. How they expect a stranger to keep their little dirty secret because they want her to see their dick. And then they go, I was enticed. Well, then why didn't you just post it publicly? Or why are you mad when she does?
Well, you can on Instagram. I bet you a few of these guys absolutely would have.
Okay, well, say
True.
that. I'm sure you're right. Like, let's just say that, though. Why would they be mad that their girlfriends found out? If the enticement argument is legit, why are they mad?
I feel sorry for the girlfriends. They got this smoking hot Australian model that's an 11.
Right.
Basically saying, hey.
Hey, I've seen your husband sending me your dick.
I don't think that's going to make the woman feel too good about herself.
Exactly.
On many levels. Here comes Plexico Burress down the hall now.
Cool.
What else? I mean, the phone just lit on this topic. What does Jim... Okay, we did that one. Has Chip sent a dick pic?
Fuck yeah, but it's too big for one picture. They got to split it up over two like a centerfold.
Jim brings up the enticement argument, but I'm enticed to punch Kirk Cinnamon in the face.
That's actually understandable. I understand why you'd want to fucking belt Kirk.
Hey, Plaxico, what's up, buddy?
Hello, sir. How are you?
What's up?
Good to see you.
You get stuck in traffic today?
Fucking insane, man.
That sucks.
It was bad yesterday, too, traffic. It was really brutal in the city.
On a Sunday?
Yeah, horrendous. Like
because of the snow removal, where the streets are still a little messed up with the snow.
Yeah.
Push
the snow.
Huh?
They push the snow into the streets, and then that
I
slows
noticed
everything down.
that.
That's so stupid.
They wanted to. They just want the cars to kind of crush it down.
Yeah.
How are you, Plaxico?
I'm doing lovely, man. What's going on?
Oh, you don't want to know what's going on.
Show him the girl. Show him the girl.
What happened?
Oh, yeah, what the hell? Then we can talk football.
Here's the headline.
Australian model shames men who send her penis pictures online by telling their girlfriends.
Like she's got like 2 million Instagram followers, and guys.
Wait, I want to make sure Plaxico understands. She's showing a lot in these Instagram photos. A lot.
But guys are just sending their dick to her random, like without her asking for it. They're sending dick pictures, and they're mad if she sees that they have a girlfriend.
And she sends it to the girl?
Yeah, or she's kind of. I'm saying these guys are stupid. Like, well, that's what you get. You can't just send a dick picture to a stranger and expect her to honor your privacy. Like, you want her to help you cheat.
Yeah, that's not very smart.
But some of the pictures, she's very enticing.
Yeah.
Very enticing. Yeah, it's barely. Well, that's one of the.
That's not bad. Her name's Emily Sears.
Yeah, look at this one. Like the one in the bedroom where, the towel doesn't cover up everything.
I mean, I can understand why she's getting
dick pics.
Pictures.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it's right, but
I understand why guys are turned on by it. But don't get mad at her for fucking showing the pictures.
But she shouldn't be surprised she's getting them. That was my whole argument.
Yeah, she's not saying she's surprised. She's annoyed.
Yeah, I guess
it's different.
We keep going to that point. You're right.
Because she's not saying like, "Hey guys, how could you look at me sexually?"
Oh man.
She's saying, "How could you invade my inbox with dick photos?"
She's kind of asking for it.
Well, what kind of pictures was she expecting after sending these?
Well, they don't like strange dicks.
Well, if she's asking for the dick pictures, that guys shouldn't get mad that she shows them. That's my point. Don't be mad that she's exposing them.
She was hoping to get pictures of kittens.
Or feet.
Or feet. You remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You remember? I do like some feet. Funny, I was just talking to a girl about feet while we texted. It's not my whole fetish, but I do like them. I don't know why that's wrong.
Maybe I don't want to hear the whole fetish then.
No, maybe she thought this was the way to get nice kitten pictures, and she's surprised in that way. I wanted...
Goes back to my point. Guys, send dick pics to people you hate because they don't like them.
Women don't typically want, Yeah.
All right.
Should be an attack.
Plaxico, who wins the Super Bowl? Who wins this? Peyton Manning's not going to get his storybook ending, right?
It sounds like he's going for Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Cam Newton's ridiculous.
I think Carolina will win.
Cam Newton's ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how he's going to stop that shit.
Now. He's on another level.
Although the Broncos have a very good defense.
Yeah, I mean, all they got to do is protect Cam, and I think he'll just, take over from there.
I don't think it's going to be close.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, the Broncos have lost the Super Bowl in the past few years, so they are probably still a little angry. But you got to protect Cam. If you protect Cam, he'll just do what Cam does and be spectacular.
Do you think there's any truth? He was saying that a lot of people don't like him because he's arrogant, he's a black quarterback, and he's like a lot of people are getting pissed at that. Do you think that's true, or do they just don't like him because they don't like somebody who's winning? Or
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't basically say he's, arrogant. The guys out there just having fun.
I don't know why people would like him.
Don't like it.
Yeah,
it's
every time I turn around, he's running in the end zone, giving kids footballs, and
how do you not like that?
Yeah, that's
it's crazy.
I don't have any. I know nothing about him other than the fact that he's a great quarterback.
And he's super handsome.
Yeah, he really is. He smiles a lot. He just looks like. I guess there's something bad about somebody who's kicking your ass and smiling. Maybe that's what bothers people. It's like, wow, he's really enjoying this, and it's not hard to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't like getting my ass kicked and somebody just smiling in my face.
Yeah. It's kind of insulting, right? Like it's just fun, like schoolyard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably gets a lot of pictures of pussies.
Who's Hines Ward?
He said, "Who's Hines Ward?"
I know the name, but I don't know exactly what he did.
Yeah, he used to just run over and knock people out, and just,
he was not nice about it.
Smile at them.
Yeah, he wasn't nice about it.
Did people think Hines Ward was dirty, like with pics and stuff?
No,
I feel like I read something that.
I wouldn't classify him as dirty, but he was a very physical, intense player.
Yeah, he was.
You know, I used to get into fights and just playing around with him. I'm like, hey man, calm down. I don't feel like doing this today. You know, you do that over there, because once he starts hitting people, they start looking for me. Right. I say, man, I just want to play ball and go home. Yeah. You know, and then he would get into a whole lot of craziness.
Were there things that the linemen would do? I heard offensive and defensive linemen occasionally would have a thing where it's like an understanding they have where they're not going to come at each other 100%.
Only in the Pro Bowl.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, only in the Pro Bowl.
I never watched the Pro Bowl.
No one does. They have to make it after the season. They put it in Hawaii just to get players to go. Like
what happened this year?
There's a great clip from
You know, if you don't go, you still get paid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So if you get picked for the Pro Bowl and you don't go to the game, if your team wins, you still get the $90,000. So
But
it's like,
who wouldn't go? It's a free trip to Hawaii.
You know, a lot of guys complain because it's so far. So if you're coming from
Hawaii, though,
the East Coast,
no,
13-hour flight.
So if you're coming from like Miami or New York, it's a 13, 14-hour flight.
There's a clip that a friend of ours, RN's Funhouse, posted that shows the level of intensity in the Pro Bowl.
Okay,
this was
with down the field shots.
What? Okay, he's handing it off, and then
handoff here for Latavius
Murray. They don't even tackle him. NFL tackle/flag.
That's not even a tackle.
Let's not hit the ground.
They should make it a flag football game.
Yeah, he ran into a circle and they just kind of surrounded him.
They blew the
whistle.
I
can almost guarantee you that those guys formed a union the night before the game.
Wow.
But you don't want to. I mean, you don't want to get hurt playing the Pro Bowl. That would suck.
You don't want to get hurt in that game.
Not at all. There's nothing on the line.
I get it, but is it worth it? How long do they get in Hawaii? It's got to be more than a couple of days. What do you get, a week in Hawaii?
I think it's like a week, I believe.
The only All-Star game I like watching is the NBA at this point. Baseball bores me to hell, and hockey, and I love hockey too, and football, nah. But the NBA All-Star game still is all right to me.
Well, the Pro Bowl was never as big a deal because there was such a risk of injury. It's like nobody thought it was worth having a running back or a quarterback or anybody get hurt.
And they moved it, too, because it used to be after the Super Bowl. So a lot of the guys that are in the Super Bowl can't play in the Pro Bowl, obviously.
Yeah, it used to be that way, but they switched it.
They switched it out.
Yeah.
What do you mean it used to be before the Super Bowl?
It was after.
It used to be after.
Yeah, it used to be after the Super Bowl.
Because there's a lot of guys playing the Super Bowl that would be in the Pro Bowl, obviously.
Right.
Right. So when is it now?
Week before.
It's a week before the Super Bowl.
Just because there's that.
That would have been yesterday.
Oh, okay. How was it?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't watch either? No, because the 2 weeks in between, they figure, let's put the Pro Bowl here to keep people sort of interested in football. Right. But it used to be after.
Oh, but if you're in the Super Bowl, you don't play. Okay.
Yeah, so, I don't know how many guys in the Super Bowl would have been Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, but now what happens is, like, those guys that play in the championship game, and the AFC championship game, and the NFC championship game, the losing team, like, they're so pissed they don't want to go.
Oh, so it was those guys, too.
They're like, so the whole New England team were like, we're not going down there. We just got our ass kicked by the Broncos.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to go now when
there
they
were like
lose.
6 or 7 Patriots that pulled out.
Yeah.
Did any Patriot go?
No, I don't think
not
they did.
one.
No,
Wow.
so they're salty.
Yeah.
They lose the game and like, we're not going.
They don't look too good against the Broncos. They had Brady's number, man.
I don't care if they ever look good.
They had Brady figured out. So
I think everybody's a little tired of him.
Hey, O.J. Simpson in the news with the CTE.
CTE.
The concussion. What is that? Concussion. What does CTE stand for again?
It is chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Thank you. Which you get from too many concussions, and now they're starting to think that maybe OJ had that, and that could be possibly why he flew off the handle a few times.
A few.
Yeah. Be nice.
I was actually in California last week, and I got invited to attend the People versus OJ. So I went to the premiere.
Nice.
It was
It's good, right?
It's good. It's kind of intense.
I saw almost the first 2 episodes. I'm halfway through the second episode. I love it.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me. Look at the look on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good photo of OJ.
There's a guy that would bet his medical license that OJ has CTE.
He may, and it's to show you that he couldn't control his temper after he got off. It's like if you beat a double murder where your blood is all over, lay low. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just go the rest of your life and realize you fucked up badly and you got away with it. Whatever it is.
That's a great point. That shows the CTE more than anything possibly.
Now he in jail for some cleats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some cleats.
That must be it. That must be driving him nuts. I'm in jail for some cleats? Seriously?
Because he knows they're paying him back, too. He knows.
I think next year he goes to the parole board next year, so he might get out.
How many years has he been in now?
8.
No.
Did he do 8 years already? Wow.
Already?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Is that 8 years
his
already?
9 years is parole. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be like 4?
I think he got 33.
Yeah, 9 to 33.
That's 8 years already?
Next year he goes up for parole.
The whole Vegas thing and the hotel room and wow. Come on, look that up.
What a dumb move, though.
I mean, I do believe Plaxico, but I got to just see it for myself. That seems crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we're in 2008 sounds about right.
2008, so there you go.
Yeah,
8
September
years ago.
2007.
Yep.
Wow.
8 years already.
8 years ago. That's crazy.
And if Plaxico was wrong, I wouldn't tell him he was wrong.
Of course
Why not? He's a nice man.
He would kill me.
No, he wouldn't.
He's a big man.
I don't want to go back.
That's right. Spend a year. How long actually was it with you there?
2 years.
You did 2 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you still talk to your cellmate, or no? Did you not have a cellmate?
I didn't have one.
They gave you one of your own rooms?
I was talking to myself.
Would you have preferred to be with... Because they say isolation is terrible, but to me, I don't know if I'd want to interact with people in jail. I'm sure,
I was very comfortable with myself.
You were?
Yeah.
You were okay to be alone?
Absolutely.
Were you in general population? We might have asked you this last time. I have no memory.
CTE. Jimmy's got CTE.
I got a hit in the face with a baseball, and that might have done it to me.
Or a penis or two.
No, I didn't get hit. That would have broke my tonsils. No, so do you keep in touch with anybody from there or no?
A few people.
Really?
Yeah, a few people.
And no one gave you any trouble, right? Like, just no.
Are they doing okay, the ones that you keep in touch with?
Most of them are.
Nice.
Good to hear. If you go through something traumatic like that, you got to turn it around.
It made you never want to go back, though, right?
Absolutely not.
Did you play ball in the yard?
Just little hoops.
Oh, hoop. Okay.
The frisbee.
But they all wanted you to throw the ball around.
Yeah.
A bit. It's like, I'll play basketball.
Right.
Dude, one night, I got arrested one night for the radio show years ago. Spent the night in jail. It was back when I smoked. And not being able to shit was the worst part because there was too many. There was 12 of us in a holding cell. That made me never want to go to jail. Like, I'll never not pay my taxes. I'll never not show up for court if I have to because that one night was that traumatic in being in jail.
What if someone else shit before you? Then you'd go, okay, then I'm going to go shit now.
No, there was no door. These are guys who were so comfortable with it. One guy had to take a dump. He's like, get me paper. And the guy says, bring you toilet paper. And he just sits there and he shits and he's talking to everybody. I'm like, I could never have that level of comfort.
I would do that.
I would do that.
I couldn't do it.
I would have to.
No.
I'm not holding I'm not holding it in.
When I shit, I want the door closed. I like the lights dim. I want to be alone. Everything has to be right. Yeah. My own bed.
He has his whole little routine he goes
I really do.
Turns
I really
on the
do.
faucet.
Paper, check.
Yeah. I like everything to be just so. I don't want to be vulnerable at all. I want to be very protected when I take a dump.
I prefer to shit around big men.
But that to me was the worst part.
What is the NFL going to do with these concussions, Plaxico? This is a very interesting topic because the NFL doesn't want to change their ways. They make too much fucking money. But the research is getting more and more that this CTE is obviously a real thing that is affecting so many ex-players and current players too.
Yeah, man, it's one of those things that I don't think is really going to go away because football's a physical game. You know, they're trying to change the rules to limit some of the head injuries, but football is basically played from the waist up.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that's going to keep, going on. But, the NFL is going to have to find a way to protect themselves. That's why they're putting in all these new rules. So they don't keep getting sued by all these players.
Right.
But they have to find a way to figure it out. But, it's tough because it's football. It's just a part of the sport.
And, NFL reported concussions rose 58% during 2015. Reported concussions rose 58%. Well, because now they're reporting there.
Right.
They have to make sure they got a record of it now. In the old days, they're like, oh, you got hit pretty hard, but we think you're okay.
You rang my bell.
He took a few knocks.
Yeah, they don't allow that anymore.
And the technologies in the helmets are clearly not, what they back then.
Yeah.
It was just like a piece of plastic and a face mask.
Right. Well, they say the leather helmets, people actually got hurt less because you don't hit as hard. When you got a big fucking helmet on, you can ram somebody. It's the same with boxing gloves. The more padding in a glove, the more people get hurt because you hit harder. It won't break your hand. was a theory.
Isn't the old? What?
No, I liked it. I was listening to it.
I think it's a good
theory.
Aren't guys a lot bigger and stronger now too than they were when there was leather helmets? The training's much better.
It's not, Billy Whiteface.
A lot stronger.
Yeah, it's a different level of guy hitting you.
But if you have a leather helmet, you're not going to go, flying into those piles head first as much.
You're right.
I mean, I kind of like your.
It was not mine. Can't take credit.
I theorize. I wrote a blog about that, and a lot of people picked up on it.
Yeah. I sent a dick pic.
Smart.
You were talking about that. You were talking about the helmets last time.
I just always wore the same helmet ever since I was 7 years old. I didn't believe that these new lighter helmets that they're making are better. So I just kind of stayed with what I had, and it kind of worked out.
Oh, you're allowed the option?
Yeah. I think they have like 4 or 5 different helmets now.
Okay.
Why were they picking the lighter ones? Just because they can move faster, I guess.
I don't know. They say that they're better. Huh. The lighter ones are supposed to be better, but I don't see how, because the guys just start dropping like flies.
Right? Yeah. And what are they going to do, like with lawsuits? They're going to say, well, you don't know when you got hurt. You could have got hurt in Pop Warner. You could have got hurt in college, or you could have got hurt in high school. Is that what's going to hurt the lawsuits?
They're going to try all that shit, obviously.
I have no idea what they're going to do, but they got all these new concussion protocols and all those kind of things now. So they got their hands full.
Yeah. What is the, I guess the positionally too, who are the guys that get it the most? I'm going to guess the linemen, because they're in every play. And then is it like the running backs, or I'm sure wide receivers don't get it, or quarterbacks not as much of a problem?
I mean, if you look at it, every play, offensive line and defensive linemen are meeting head first.
Right.
Just about.
Every single snap.
Oh, man. I mean, you got to.
And that's just rattling the brain no matter what you got on your head.
Yeah.
The brain still has that
every single time you're on the field, that's tough.
And Aikman had how many? I was surprised to hear. I mean, as a Cowboy fan, I should have remembered that, but he seems fine. I mean, some guys seem to come out of it. It's like with fighters, like Bernard Hopkins, seems like there's zero negative effects, and then other guys fight a lot less than that. And
doesn't it take hold a little later on in your life too?
Oh, maybe.
In some cases.
Well, he's like he's 48.
Yeah, he's getting.
Wow. It seems to be like in boxing, all those guys that come up boxing all their life, and they say, "Oh, he has a great chin." And 20 years later, those are the guys that are really suffering.
Right.
Like the head injuries. Oh, he's a tough guy.
Right.
Yeah. You can barely talk.
It's the guys who kind of have great defense and stay out of the way. Like, Floyd Mayweather would probably never.
Yeah.
He's been hit 4 times in 49 fights. It's fucking amazing.
And then you see an interview with Jake LaMotta, and he's like, oof.
But what? Jake's in his 90s, though. We've had Jake in, and he's... he already told the same I fought Sugar Ray so many times I got diabetes.
Right.
We heard you the third time, Jake. But again, he's in his 90s. He's an older guy, so no older guy sounds fucking amazing.
So he's 90 now?
Over 90. Can you look him up, Justin, if you're not done looking at fucking...
I think the lifespan for an NFL player is like 65 or something.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Jesus. Jake LaMotta's 94.
94.
Wow.
We had him a couple years ago, so he was about 92-ish when we met him.
His ex-wife, or his wife, at the time, kind of does a lot of the interview. It's like Ali's wife, you know what I mean? Like Lonnie. The wives tend to be very, very good communicators because they're so used to kind of talking for their husband.
Right. There he is when he came in with his wife.
Wow. That's right.
She was the one kind of pushing him to still do gigs and stuff.
Sure.
So that's a testament to be 94 and then to be the kind of fighter that he was. That's
he was fighting during World War II. Like when you look at how old that is, like in the 40s. And I guess he retired. What did he retire in the? Retired in the late 40s, early 50s, and then opened his nightclub in the 60s. I mean, what a fucking long life.
Wow.
Probably.
So he's pretty coherent for a guy who's 94, and his best defense was to lead with his forehead.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Jake wasn't exactly known for, ducking and dodging.
For covering up.
No, not at all. So I'll break your hand at my fucking face.
When was his last fight? I just want to know that real fast.
I don't know. 1988, which was odd.
Oh, 1988. Okay. 1988, all right.
It's probably at a Denny's or something.
Looks like mid-50s.
Yeah, mid-50s.
In the mid-50s, LaMotta sustained boxing injury that took time off. Oh, okay. He started in the 40s. He knocked out...
mid-50s he retired?
Yeah.
So that's 40, so 60, so he was only
when Grease was popular. Like when Grease, when that was life.
He was only 33, 30.
Oh, they did a movie about that with, who was that?
De Niro.
De Niro.
Won the Oscar in 1980.
I did see that.
Oh, amazing.
Did you see the article on De Niro over the weekend?
I did not.
Hinting that he's doing some of these movies because he's got some payments he's got to make.
Oh, really?
Child support and whatnot, just sort of what we said.
I would love to know.
It was in one of the papers over the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can find it really fast. Because we question De Niro. We think he's an amazing actor, but he's been in some very strange movies of late.
Yeah, he's so great, and he makes such weird decisions. Like, what do you do? Like, how much are they giving you? And you must owe a lot.
I think it was child support or something. They were saying having kids was the worst thing to happen. Here it is. We don't have to read the whole thing, but really fast. I was just thinking about it. Go out to the headline. Having kids was the worst thing to happen to
but
Robert
that's a critic
De Niro's
saying
career.
that, though. So
he's a dirty grandpa.
Yeah. That movie looked really bad.
Yeah.
That looked really bad.
I think it cleaned up, though.
Did it? Probably did.
I think it did very well.
I'm sure the kids went and checked it out.
Yeah, but it's a ripoff of the Jackass one, which is called Bad Grandpa. It's the same name.
Right.
When you have alimony to pay, you do projects you wouldn't think you'd do.
Ooh. He said that, right?
Yeah. That's a studio executive turned producer.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why they're crediting that with De Niro. That's just some anonymous studio exec.
Yeah, that's fair.
De Niro would never say that about his own films. You know, I would respect him if he did, though. Like Michael Madsen will tell you why he did certain bad movies, like I owed a payment, or my wife wanted money, or
He got $20 million for Little Fuckers in 2010.
Yeah, I mean that's starring German porn for that kind of movie. It's not fucking. We know why it's
a Little Fucker.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, not great, but whatever.
Did you hear about the guy that wrote the tell-all book about the NFL anonymously?
Oh my God,
no.
Johnny Anonymous.
Johnny Anonymous.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through the book.
So they haven't even. We don't even know who the author is.
Oh no, we know who it is.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, he gave tiny details.
We figured it out.
Yeah,
who is it?
It was some guy who played for the Eagles.
Yeah,
or,
he gave
or
too many
continues
details.
to play for the Eagles.
Yeah,
he plays for him now.
Yeah,
this guy.
Yeah.
Who the hell is
He
that?
was drafted by the Chargers, plays for the Eagles.
He gave too much personal information about it. He was really terrible concealment.
I would think you would write this book maybe after your playing days are over. I think this would piss off some players.
Or keep it under, or mix up the information a little bit better.
This just came out?
A few months ago. You're halfway through it?
Halfway through it.
What are they saying? Because we got an expert in studio.
Well, he hates the game.
But he's playing the game.
Well, he says he's one of the few people who is just doing it for the paycheck. He wants to be the best backup lineman in the history of the game. But one thing he did talk about was like in the cafeteria. He said people will sit white guys here, African Americans here, and if you mix, at least in the team that he's on now, people will look at you like, "What are you doing?"
Really?
I mean, I've never experienced that, but coming from Philadelphia,
right?
I mean, look at what Chip Kelly did to that football team. He basically cut like 4 of the best players in the NFL, and they just all happen to be black. I don't know what's going on in Philadelphia, but I've never experienced that.
You didn't think
I haven't either, and I think, Eric, a lot of times he'll say that that's how it should be, and I think that's what's the problem. It's like, don't put your own personal politics into football and act like that's the way the NFL is.
Yeah. I've never been a part of anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody cares where Tom Brady sits when he's, or if Cam Newton in the cafeteria wants to sit with the lineman. I don't think anybody's going to go, why is Cam sitting with the lineman?
Do you know of any players, though, they were kind of divas, where they didn't really, socialize with the team or the players when they weren't playing?
I played with some guys who were like really, really like super quiet. They just kind of
do their own thing.
March to the beat of their own drum. I mean, they're team guys. Everybody loves them. Mm-hmm. But, they'll walk in and they'll eat at the same spot every day and just, stare out the window. But, they're good people. They just like their space, so to speak.
How amazing is it when Geno Smith got punched in the face and his jaw broke him by that third string, I guess he was a lineman. How crazy is that to happen in a locker room where the guy would punch the quarterback in the face?
One thing you can't do, you can't embarrass another grown man in front of his teammates. You can't just say, I'm not going to give you your damn $600 in front of everybody. I'm like, hey man, I'm a linebacker.
Yeah.
You can't talk to me like that. I'm supposed to be one of the baddest, one of the baddest boys on the team. And then it's coming from a quarterback. Him thinking that, I'm the quarterback. What are you going to do to me? Are you going to hit me? And that's exactly what happened.
But just hit him in the face.
You can't make another grown man look like that in front of his team. Can't happen.
He didn't get a lot of sympathy.
No. No, you can't talk to a man.
He didn't get a lot of sympathy through that whole
thing.
But
are the Jets suing this guy?
Most people understood why he got punched in the face.
We did, but it was a crazy... It's still crazy in a team sport, no matter how much you hate the guy, to punch the quarterback. That'd be like fucking, kicking Emmitt Smith in the fucking shins in 1994. Like, it's such a self-destructive thing to do, even if the guy's a douche.
Right.
Yeah. But I just think it was a reaction.
I always feel like your team, they just all get along and hang out all the time. But I know.
That's not the case at all.
But as a fan, you just assume that shit. Like, everyone puts their differences aside. We're on this team trying to win the Super Bowl in this case.
Yeah, you always have a couple guys who kind of, going at it, behind closed doors and, come out on the field. Everybody's, patting each other on the back, slapping asses and shit.
Yeah.
And, you always have a few guys that, don't get along, but that's how it is.
How do you take care
you got 53 egos in one room.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to like everybody.
53 alpha guys, too. It's like that's a rough sport.
How do you take care of the guys that are just dicks on a team? How do you take care of those guys? I'm just saying, have you heard stories over the years, maybe with another team and not teams you were on?
I mean, it's a small league.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of that brotherhood of when we see each other out or whatever it may be. So you do hear the stories about, guys on other teams in other locker rooms who are like, assholes.
And how much do you guys make fun of the kicker?
Hey, man, the kicker's got to be your best friend, man.
That one bar on the helmet. Come on.
Hey, man. I played with some great kickers. I loved all my kickers, man. Because, hey, man, if you don't kick the damn ball, we don't win.
Right.
So
they're flaky, aren't they, though?
You always got to keep the kickers, confidence up.
Yeah.
You got to make him feel more of a part of the team.
What a great...
than a regular, than a normal player.
Right.
Because you need the kicker's confidence to be sky high at all times.
What a great gig, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the extra points are nothing, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's not true anymore.
Yeah.
So that's not true anymore. The extra points?
They should move it back.
They did move it back.
No, even further. I'm serious.
If they move it back, then it has to be worth
when I was at the Giants, Jeff Fiegels would, we'll be going to practice, and he'll be fucking walking in the locker room like, yo, what are you doing? Like, we're going to practice. No, I'm finished. I'm going home.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, we went
like a half a day.
The amount of pressure these guys can handle.
When I was a kid, we went to Giants training camp because it used to be near us, and the whole time I remember watching Sean Landetta, who was the punter for the Giants, and the whole time he was sat there eating popsicles. Well, everybody else was just running around.
It's busting their balls.
You walk in the locker room, they're playing like wiffle ball. What are you guys doing?
Do you when it got? Is there a thing like the kicker's kind of flaky? They're up by themselves before like a big kick at the end. No one talks to them, and they don't.
Yeah. You don't bother the kicker in situations like that.
Like you wouldn't walk over and go, "Look, you got to make this because we're going to lose if you don't." You don't walk over and say that.
No, you just leave them alone.
If you miss this kick, I'm going to knock your teeth out.
You just leave them alone.
How far did they move the extra point back?
Half a yard. Didn't seem to do any good.
How many? Because and how many extra points are now being missed?
A lot of them. They're costing people football games.
And they want the 2-point conversion to be more of a part.
Yeah, it's not a gimme anymore.
A 2-point conversion is.
I remember we
fun
playing in Green Bay, and Lawrence Tynes had missed the 2 kicks prior to him making the third one, and so it was like 4th and 7, I believe, and we were going to go for it. And coach and Lawrence Tynes ran over to Coach Coughlin and said, "Coach, I can make it." He was like, "Nah, we're going for it." He's like, "Coach, I can make it." He was like, "All right, get out there."
Did he make it?
Yeah, he made it.
That's pretty confident to say. I would be the fucking shyest kicker. Like, we're going to put you in. I'd be like, wow, why don't you just try one more? Try a Hail Mary.
The third one was the longest of all of them.
They probably don't feel needed if they're just sitting on the sidelines most of the fucking time.
But dude, you got to kick the fucking kick in a straight line. When people are running at you. It's just pressure.
Oh, yeah.
And they always call it. Why do they call it timeout? Does icing the kicker ever work? Does it work, or the kickers expect it?
You know what? Most of the times, like, I would say, like, 50% of the times when you ice the kicker, they miss the first one.
Oh.
And then they come back and make the second.
Oh, because you time out at the wrong time.
Yeah.
You see, they don't do the timeout properly. They should call the timeout to ice the kicker and then just have the whole team just stare at the kicker and not even talk during their timeout. Just stare at the guy. Then I could see where maybe you get inside his head.
Yeah, it just seems like a very, very high-pressure situation that I wouldn't care for.
It's serious.
It
really is.
Tom Coughlin retiring. Where's your head on that? I hear he was just an amazing guy.
He didn't retire, man.
Oh, he's going to move on?
Just call it what it is.
They're squeezing him out.
They brought him upstairs. They say, "Hey, Tom, listen.
This is what's happening.
We got a lot of respect for you. We love you. We're moving on. This is what happened in the meeting. We would rather you resign than the public humiliation. We don't want to do that to you. We have too much respect for you to fire you." Tom Coughlin is not a resign type guy. If you I mean, he's been taking visits, going to see all these football teams. So he wants to coach.
Okay.
So he didn't resign. He's not a quitter by any stretch of imagination.
So they gave him the option out of respect.
Yes.
I assume that's the case.
Did you see the ice cold walk by when he walked by John Mara after the press conference? I'll call you back.
I'll try to find the clip.
Did you see that?
No.
Oh, you got to see this.
We will in a second.
He walked by right here at the end of it.
Let me see this.
He walked by John Mara. It was ice cold. I say, that's the Tom Coughlin I know. Watch this. The owner stands up to shake his hand and watch this.
Oh,
wow.
Takes the hard left.
Oh, my God. And then stands up.
They wake up.
And the owner.
Wow. And then he's adjusting his pants like, no, I
stood up to fix my belt.
pants.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
That's the Coach Coughlin I know.
Wow, I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Sweet.
He literally just acted like he was hitching his pants up, like he wasn't standing for the hug.
No, I was standing because my pants were a little fucked up.
I think he went to go, John Mara went to stick his hand out. And he kind of saw that Coach Coughlin wasn't going to shake his hand. He kind of pulled back a little bit.
And I'll tell you what the coach did, too. If you look, he purposely has something in each hand. He's carrying water and a speech.
Right.
So he has no free hands to shake with.
Look at the ice grill, though.
Oh, my God.
Ice grill. Serious.
And then he's adjusting his pants.
Wow. That's me and every girl under 200 pounds.
That tells me that he didn't resign.
Yeah, of course. Yep. I didn't see his video, of course. So, you think a team will pick him up?
If nobody's picked him up by now, I don't think so. I mean, I kind of saw him going to San Francisco. I was just saying to myself, I said, Coach, you just can't go to Philly. Just don't do that. Because I don't want to see what's going to happen to him when he came back to Giant Stadium. Those fans are not very forgiving.
Well, if they know he was squeezed out, though, wouldn't they? A lot of times they'll give a player a hand when he comes back if they know that you were traded or set free.
Yes.
If you didn't want to quit.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
It's hard if you quit and take more money. Then people are unreasonable and they fucking scream at you. But
that's a great video.
Yeah.
I can't believe we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, that's awesome. Unpleasant. Hey, did you ever ask? We were talking recently about Jordan when he was playing baseball, and there was him asking Ken Griffey to sign a baseball. Did you ever ask another player to sign anything on another team? Or was there another player you met and you're like, I got to get a photo? It's Jerry Rice or whoever it was.
Oh, you know what? My rookie game, was playing in Texas Stadium. I was playing against the Dallas Cowboys. It was my first football game when I was a rookie. And, I'm like 3 years removed from high school.
What year was that?
2000. So I get out on the field and I'm just like, oh man, it's my first game. I'm ready to, go out and, do my thing. And I get on the field and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that's Deion Sanders. It's like, I'm 3 years removed from high school. I'm like, I'm playing against Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith. So I walk on the field and say, hey man, primetime man, can I get an autograph?
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And he was like, he's okay?
And he started laughing. I didn't get an autograph though. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kick your ass.
He might have thought you were fucking with him. What a place to have your first game too, with the hole in the roof. Like, that's such an identifiable field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always tell Patrick Ewing this story. When I was 12 years old, Patrick Ewing was like the Grand Marshal in Virginia Beach for a parade. And so, the parade was over. I ran up to Patrick Ewing. I was like 10, 11 years old. And I asked him for his autograph, and he told me no.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. So I tell him that all the time when I see him. Every we're good friends now.
Damn, Coughlin.
And I was like, you know what? Since that day, I refused to ask an athlete for an autograph.
Oh. Patrick Ewing ruined it.
It hurt me as a kid.
Did he apologize at least? Or no?
No, we just laugh about it. I said, yeah, man, you did that to me. You scarred me.
Have you given
So now I don't do that to kids because I know how it feels personally.
Have you gotten an autograph from him since?
No.
I'll get you one.
Huh?
I'll get you an autograph. I'll get Plaxico a Ewing autograph.
Let's buy one online for him.
It's weird guys who say no to. Like I get dumb fans like me. I get why a player would be annoyed sometimes, but
I think you got to say yes to a kid every time.
Yeah.
I think you have to, even if there's some weird setup where he's getting the autographs to sell online through somebody else, whatever.
It's tough to turn the kids away.
But I hear they do that.
The parents are worse than the kids. Adults are worse than the kids. So you'll get an adult to come ask you for an autograph, and you'll say, "Nah, man, not now. I'm eating or whatever it may be." Then they'll go back to the table, get their kid, and send their kid over there. And it's like, I just seen you.
But you can't say no to that, though, right?
I just seen you give your son the football.
Right.
Also, you don't know if that kid's got cancer or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not.
I mean, come on. Could be a Make-A-Wish.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But usually the kid stuff, I've seen adults ask with their kids, like other people.
Yeah.
Like someone who was can my daughter take a photo with you? And it's like, your daughter's 7. She's not a fan of this heavy metal icon.
Sure. Hey, back to Eric's thing. So you're reading the book about the NFL.
Yeah. There was
What's
one
in
other
there?
thing I want to ask about.
Oh, okay.
They were. This guy said that when he changed teams, he was so bitter about changing teams that he called his first team and said, "Here's our scheme. Here's what we're doing with my new team." When guys switch teams, do they do that?
That happens all the time. It's just a part of the business.
Does that actually give you an edge?
Hell yeah, a big edge. Why do you think, like, say, look at Terrell Pryor, right? Mm-hmm. So Terrell Pryor was playing quarterback at Cincinnati, right? So they cut him, and he signs with the Cleveland Browns. And then the head coach Marvin Lewis gets mad. So how can you go to our division rival? He's the quarterback.
Yeah.
Think about how significant that is.
Sure.
To go into a in division rival, and the entire offense.
Wow.
And you know all the signals, the alerts, the play calls, the audibles, the whole entire system, and you take it down the street, to the in division rival, and say, "Hey, it's been going on for 100 years."
By the way, thank you for addressing Eric Stangel's.
It's recon. It's like, we're going to bring you over here, sign you.
This is a little different, though.
I think it's different, though.
No, thank you for addressing his awful question when he goes, do you guys trade the plays? Yes. Does that give you an advantage? And you went, hell yes. Like, how could it not give an advantage to have the playbook?
If everybody knows everybody else's playbook, then maybe it all cancels itself out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's that website you can go to. Yeah. Oh, no, there's not.
Wait, but was your question slightly different?
This is a little different.
Yeah, because
this guy went from the team that he was drafted by. He got cut.
You're fucking your
new team.
He went
to a new team and was pissed off. And there was a game between his old team and his new team.
Right.
And he called his old center and said, "Here are the plays that we're going to do."
Oh, I'm actually, I stand corrected.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
That did happen to me.
It happened to you.
Yeah. We had a player that played on my team.
Yeah.
On the Giants, and he went to another team.
I know, Brad Van Pelt.
And he didn't make the playoff roster. So he was on the team for the for the regular season, and he didn't make the playoff roster. So he got pissed off for them not signing him for the playoff roster, and he basically called me and just told me all the signals and everything that they were doing.
What's the signal? I'm amazed that you guys could figure that out.
Did it help you?
Well, yeah, we won the game.
What's the signal that he would tell you?
We ended up going to the Super Bowl.
But I mean, but his knowledge absolutely helped you that day.
Yeah, I mean, if I know the calls and if I know the signals in the secondary, I know what's coming before the ball side.
Like, what's a signal in the secondary that you might not pick up that he goes to?
The middle linebacker's always giving signals. He's like, patting his helmet or his face mask to the defense. Putting the secondary in the right coverage. So you just you try to look on tape and see what the signals are. But, if you get a player that was on that team to give you the signals and you see the guys out there doing it, say, "Oh, I know what they're going to."
What a great feeling that is. You're out there in the field going, awesome. I know exactly how this play is going to play out.
Yeah.
But just the idea that players can memorize all that and still, like, within a 5-second, as the play is unfolding, go, okay, pat left, right. Like, that's just an amazing amount of coordination.
It makes a tremendous tremendous difference.
Yeah,
did he feel a little guilty even though?
Absolutely not.
Well, thank you for addressing stupid question number 2. Did you drop the ball on purpose? What? No.
I think I just wanted to hear absolutely not, to be honest with you. To be fair. But,
no guilt, I guess, right?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a little different. You're trying to fuck over your new team because you're pissed off that you felt like it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You were done dirty by those guys.
Confidential, true confessions from the gutter of football.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
hey,
Pete Davidson here.
Hey, Pete.
Pete, Plaxico Burress.
Pete, what's up, Pete?
Honor to meet you, sir.
He's a Giants fan.
Yeah,
big Giants fan. You got a question for Plaxico? We're kind of wrapping up.
We're wrapping up soon, Pete.
I know. I woke up very late.
You're here for a meeting or something.
I have a meeting.
Ooh. Anything for Plaxico?
No, I'm too tired.
You're a Giants fan, though.
I know. I don't know. Just thank you for everything. That's all I have to say, really.
That's it?
Yeah.
We were talking about Tom Coughlin and how he was pushed out.
Yeah, well, they're just redoing it.
But Plaxico turned us on to a great video today. A great video.
Yeah, it's 2 girls something. I can't remember. 2 girls, 1 something.
Look at Tom Coughlin and Mara, and he won't shake his hand, and then Mara has to make believe he's adjusting his pants. That's why he stood up.
Stood up?
Oh, we tweeted this out if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, they fought. They were,
and I think he mumbled "fuck you" too. If you really look,
yeah,
fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I mean, they fired him without firing him.
Right.
So it was like
they made him fire himself.
That's what I basically just said. That's it. Yeah, that's how it happened. That's exactly how it went down.
Everybody knows he got fired, but they were like, you could leave.
In sports, you only get fired if you're an asshole. People are like, all right, he's an asshole, so we'll fire him.
Well, that's why they gave him the option.
But he technically wasn't fired. He stepped down. That's what we're saying. They bring it, if they like you, they bring you into a back room and say, look, this is what's happening, but we'll make it your call so you have some respect out there.
Nobody's going to resign from that kind of job.
How many years was he there? From when to when? Till now?
12 years old.
Oh, 2012.
Nobody's going to resign. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, unless you're leaving the game for good because you want to just retire.
It haven't made the playoffs in the last 4 years, which is basically unacceptable in this city, in this town. So, that's what happened.
They blame the coach for certain things they shouldn't, though. Like, play calling is one thing, but if a guy drops the ball, like when you looked at the Arizona game, Fitzgerald dropping the ball, like, you can't coach a guy and go catch it. Like, there's certain things that guys just know they have to do.
Yeah, that's just the game.
Yeah.
It happens. But to see Larry Fitzgerald drop a football doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't.
Once a year.
Oh, my
tops,
goodness.
right?
Oh, my great.
I've never seen a team fall apart where interceptions. Like, that was just really bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss his pink face.
I was really pulling for Bruce Arians because he was my wide receiver coach in Pittsburgh. So I was really pulling for him, but they just kind of they just fell apart.
I guess, yeah. They said he had an injured hand or something, the quarterback?
Everything was injured.
Carson Palmer?
And everyone was injured.
Yeah, Carson Palmer's been the best regular season quarterback forever. Mm-hmm. And then he drops the ball.
Oh, man. This is...
And in the postseason, he's been sporadic at best. Back to you.
Yeah. It's the whole Cincinnati thing, man. It's the whole Cincinnati thing. Andy Dalton can't win a playoff game to save his life. Neither can Carson. It's tough.
Yeah, that was a terrible collapse, Cincinnati.
Oh, my goodness.
Remember when they were all in, the whole team was in jail one year? The whole team? The whole Cincinnati Bengals team. Like, I'm pretty sure the whole entire Cincinnati Bengals team was in jail one year. Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Ixnay on the jail.
When they had Chad Johnson or Ocho Cinco. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ixnay on the jail.
Oh, wow. It's early.
You really want to make fun of... I just woke up. You want to make fun of jail in front of Plaxico?
But the whole team. The whole team.
Now it's just uncomfortable.
Fuck you guys. He's fine. He's 6'8". He can fucking choke me out in 1 second. He's not affected by this at all. Stop trying to make me look like a dick. Fuck all of you. Fuck y'all.
That's okay. Yeah, come in and insult the poor guy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I said thank you for a Super Bowl.
You don't have a question.
Peter's in the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
See?
So what's your prediction on the Super Bowl?
I'm going Carolina by 10.
10?
Yep.
I think 10 is respectable. Anything other than that, 14 is basically considered a blowout. I just like everything that Carolina has to offer. I really do.
No one's going with my thing. I literally say Denver by 27.
Oh God! What?
Denver by 27, and I'm giving 27.
Stay off the drugs.
I'm not on it. Viagra doesn't affect your football picks.
Have you ever heard the side effects at the end of the commercial when they talk about like Cialis?
Yes, almost blindness.
Yeah,
I've weighed the options.
Blindness,
it's worth it.
like decreasing semen, and I'm like, what?
I'd rather be blind than have to look at that disappointed look on a girl's face one more time.
But that's how great the drug is. That still sells like a.
You go blind.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Here it is: a headache, flushing in the face, neck, or chest,
No
upset
big deal.
stomach,
No big deal.
indigestion, abnormal vision, nasal congestion, back pain, muscular.
You know what the abnormal vision is? I see a girl enjoying herself.
Nausea, dizziness, rash, diarrhea.
This is all worth it.
Swelling in hands, ankles, and feet.
Yeah, and dick. They're leaving out the best
one.
part.
Yeah, that sounds like
change or loss of vision, ringing in ears or hearing loss, chest pain or irregular heartbeat, shortness of breath, lightheadedness, swelling in the hands, ankles, and feet, and they sell a shitload of this stuff still.
Ringing in the ears. I took Cialis once, and the ears ring.
That's right. So does your phone to get fucked again. It's wonderful.
It's great.
Well worth it.
I love this. Stop taking Viagra if any of these things happen. Hives, difficulty breathing, swelling the face, lips, tongue, or throat.
My nose gets very stuffy. I'm always congested after a Cialis because the inside of the turbinates in your
buried
nose.
in muff.
That'd be a good way to go.
Sure, I'm giving real medical answers. I should shut my fat face.
Get medical help immediately.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know. I guess they.
Do you go to outpatient or do you go to the emergency room?
Emergency room, yeah.
I think they just want to see your fucking 4-hour hard on.
They give you a needle in your dick.
What do they do? What do
a
they
needle
do?
to drain it. If your dick is hard like that, there's a drug called Caverjet that they would use in porn.
It's called what?
The drug in porn was called Caverjet, where they would inject your dick, much more intense than Viagra. But these guys would be able to do whatever scene they had to do, and then sometimes it would not go down, and then that would be a major problem.
The fact that you know all that information.
Yeah.
He knows more than that.
Yeah, I know. I made a mistake. I missed it. I hit my leg, so I was.
The fact that it's accurate is.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about.
No, I would never fuck with that. The Caverjet's dangerous.
No one's questioning his knowledge on that.
Yeah, no, you could lose your dick.
I'm not questioning you.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's that much better than Viagra?
Yeah, it's a needle in your dick. Viagra is simply it makes your nose stuff because your dick material is the same as the turbinates in your nose. So it's a soft, it's a soft tissue.
Really?
So it swells it, and that's why you get stuffy from the blood rush.
What's wrong talking about this way my uncle talks about cars?
Well, what's wrong with the performer that the Viagra is not working or the Cialis, and they have to go to that extreme?
Some guys don't use it. Some guys will never use it. But I've been on porn set. It's not a fun sexual vibe. It's let's go. Let's go. Give me more of that. Give me more of that. You know what I mean? That's why there's music. So you don't hear the fucking director going, all right, come on, honey. Let me believe it. I don't believe it. It's very unsexy. The fact that these guys function under these conditions I'm so unimpressed with real actors in Hollywood compared to what I've seen porn actors doing.
You need a quiet place. You need to be.
I need all conditions met. My nipples tweaked, and if I'm telling you, if the fucking doorbell rings, my dick is finished for 2 hours.
Plexico's really enjoying it today.
But it's true.
What about condoms? You have trouble putting a condom on?
I wouldn't recognize one if you fucking pointed at it on the table. What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with it?
That's a ramen noodle seasoning pack.
Is that a wet wipe?
Yeah, no, I don't believe in those.
What else happens on set? I'm fascinated by this because you would assume it would be a very sexy vibe.
No, not even.
It's all just business.
It's very, very business-like, and I've seen different ones, and a lot of times that even when they're trying to make the vibe, okay, it's you've got camera people and a sound guy holding a boom mic, and it's just quiet. And you hear the girls moaning. Like I was on Jenna Jameson's set. It was a girl on girls team the day I hosted in 2004 with her.
That got his attention.
Yeah. But I mean, watching that was like a professional set. They had craft services. They had it was like a regular movie
vines.
set. Yeah, it was really
craft services.
Yeah, that's the food services on a film set that the low budget ones don't have. You know what I mean? It's basically just a guy with a camera.
They barely have a camera.
They barely have a camera. Yeah, it's got a Polaroid snapping fucking wildly.
Someone pulls out an iPhone. It's good enough.
It was really interesting. interesting to watch, but it was very I have so much more respect for them after watching them do this. And the fact that they can keep erections, I mean, they're just...
Well, now we know why, though.
Even with that, I've lost erections on Viagra.
Really?
Oh my God! Yeah, my dick doesn't give a shit. It's fucking. My dick is ornery.
That's mental, man. That's all in your head.
All mental.
It's all mental.
Yeah. There's times my dick's a real holdout. Sometimes it's very frustrating.
I wonder if Viagra has a 100% money back guarantee.
No, it does not. Unfortunately, it does not.
The Viagra makes you. I apologize, by the way. I think she's sort of okay.
She's okay.
She's turned on.
So the Viagra gets you hard, right?
Yeah.
But then you lose the erection after the drug got you hard.
It will happen once in a while, sure. Because if you're mentally not turned on, you still got to be mentally turned on. I mean, you can't all of a sudden get into a fist fight and your dick gets hard. You have to be in the right vibe and comfortable.
I think the drug would just take over at that point. I don't know.
No,
you'd hope.
And what about one more question about the porn set?
Sure.
The fluffer, is it real?
Not that I saw. I've heard it's real.
What is a fluffer?
It's a girl supposed to get your dick hard if it won't function, but that's pretty much your job.
Like another girl?
Yeah, she fluffs you.
That's a lot of press. It's like a kicker.
Yeah.
How did they sign up for that or what?
I guess so. It's a lower budget thing, I'm sure.
I wonder if they got to fill out an application.
I think it's
I think so, yeah. It's a real gig.
It's double A ball.
Yeah, that's harder than being a porn
majors, right?
I've never seen that, though. On the sets I've been, I've never seen a fluffer.
What do you do for a living? I'm a fluffer.
I'm a fluffer. Like, I suck dick, but I'm not quite good enough to be on camera, but I'm working my way up. But you know what? I saw Belladonna shoot. I was at her house with her husband would shoot her. This is years ago. And it was just her and another girl and her husband and maybe one sound guy and me. That was a different set. Because that's her website, her fucking production. So that was a much sexier vibe. Because it was two hot girls on the sofa.
Wait.
It was a different energy than a porn set.
You put your name in there like you were part of the production team.
No, I wasn't.
Said a sound guy, a camera guy, and me.
Oh,
so
no.
What was your job that day?
I don't want to say. I had to.
He's a fluffer.
Yeah.
I was getting at.
Well, it was just two girls, so they let me baby wipe the anal plugs. No, it was. I was watching. They would always let me watch. I've hosted 2 of the awards, and they let me watch to prepare. And you would watch and it helped a lot, though, to see the terminology and to watch. And it gives you a newfound respect for it. And you see, like, wow, that's fucking hard, man. That's really hard.
Can I tell them about Ron Jeremy? You know who Ron Jeremy is?
No.
Oh, everyone
Come
knows.
on. Legend of the business, Plaxico.
I'll show you.
Legendary porn star.
The Hedgehog.
The Hedgehog.
Oh.
He looks insane, but has...
That guy.
He's like a pop culture guy, though. He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that was big in the 80s.
He feels bad that he doesn't know him.
Yeah, giant dick. And then he became this pop culture kind of iconic guy. He got heavier in the end. And people just love Ron Jeremy.
He looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, he does. Like they call him the Hedgehog.
Yeah, he does.
He's pretty awesome. And Jimmy, Jimmy might have, did some stuff with...
Oh, he looks like fat Andy Kaufman there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a mess. But I pulled a train with him after the Porn Awards in 2003.
Hey, when they lose, do they get upset or they just suck dick anyway?
I didn't talk to any of the I'm sure that they handle it and they just kind of suck dick anyway.
Wow, I've had her on Bumble. Holy moly.
No, he was fucking a girl up in, my friend Dennis owns the Bunny Ranch, so I went up to his room at the end of the awards. And
Is it the same place that Lamar Odom was at?
No, I think Lamar was at a different place. I think it was one of Dennis's places, but I don't know if it was the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, so he owns more than one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But I think it was a place in Reno. I could be wrong. Or whatever. I guess, to be honest, I don't know. But Dennis took these photos of... I came up to the room and I'm hanging out, and Dennis is hanging out. Dennis is fucking a girl on the table. Ron Jeremy is fucking a girl in bed, and there's another girl just hanging out.
And this is the hotel room?
This is the hotel room at the Venetian. So I'm sitting there, and Dennis is like, why don't you get involved? But the other girl didn't want to fuck me. I mean, there was the owner.
I was like, I think I'm leaving.
But
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
The girl didn't want to fuck me, which, I say that without any judgment of her taste, and Ron Jeremy kind of felt bad for me because I hosted the award show, and the girl he's fucking, he looks at, and this is true, and he goes, hey man, I think she needs a cock in her mouth. And which was my cue, but she was cool with it.
It came out just like that.
It could, if I said, could you pass me the water? That's exactly as comfortable as he was saying she needs a cock in her mouth. She was down for it, and I did it. I had to do it.
Were you limp?
You know what? I got hard.
Hey! Hey,
I got hard. And
good
Dennis,
for you, buddy.
Dennis took photos. I got 2 photos.
Whoa!
One
put
I
them
looked,
up.
One I looked. No, I put them on. We put one of them on Comedy Central where they blocked out the whole girl's face. I'll show you.
Yeah.
It was
Please.
fucking, I think I still have one on my
It's
phone.
like going to an amusement park. You get a picture at the end of it.
Yeah, right. It's always a weirder face than you thought.
It really was. It was like Axl Rose.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those Adidas Trek pants. Oh, that's the best.
Wow.
Just the fuck a bitch sweatpants.
Is he giving you? He's like saluting you almost.
He was laughing, but his dick is out. It looks like he's not doing anything. But Ron's so casual.
Yeah.
He's laughing, and Dennis, and I almost said no photos, but then I'm like, what am I, an asshole?
You guys look like you're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
He's so happy for you.
Yeah, she was awesome. But I blocked it with Lucky Girl. I think I tweeted that too.
I
There's
can't
2
believe
photos of me.
Can't believe you got Judy Gold in that position.
Yeah, that was a wonderful event.
Kept your shoes on too, Jimmy, on the
My
bed.
whole suit was on. I just took my dick out. You can see my stupid badge.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Boy, yeah.
Man, the show went off the rails in a great way.
Yeah.
You gotta get into
Great
porn,
way.
Plex. You're missing some good stuff.
We just retweeted. We just tweeted that out again on our show account.
Yeah, that's January. I want to say January.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, 2004. It was the 03 awards done in January of 04.
I feel like the host should get blown. You hosted. You should get something.
You literally. I could have. I said the exact same thing in 2004. I feel like the host should get blown.
Right.
But there was 2,000 girls that disagreed.
Jesus.
They was big back then, man. AVN then was like
it was massive.
5,000 people at the show, and when I did it in 2007. With I forget the girl's name. She was a wicked contract girl. She was very pretty. There was like 7,000 people at the Mandalay Bay. I always forget her name in 2007. Who I hosted with. Fuck, it's a mental block for her name. Jessica Drake. She was so beautiful.
That whole business is falling apart, though.
Well, yeah, with everything being free online now, the expo is not. You'd go to the expo. When I went to the expo, I remember in that one I went to. That was my first one, and Yoshi took me around. And that was when Tyson and 50 Cent came on the floor on the Saturday afternoon. The expo would happen Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday night was AVN, the Adult Video News Awards. And that's me in 2007, dressed like I'm dressed like fucking Spike Lee and Malcolm X when he was fucking
Bugsy Siegel.
You're about to be made.
Yeah, it's a really awful.
She looks like Janice Dickens.
Janice Dickens.
No,
she's too skinny. That's freaking me out a little bit.
Policewoman.
Yeah, Janice. Yes, hold on.
Angie Dickens.
Angie, Jesus.
Oh,
of course.
Angie.
Like a young Angie Dickens.
Yeah, that's me.
That's for the older guys in the room.
And I presented an award like a year or two later, and I had a fucking horrible Vegas outfit on. Yeah, that's the 07. She was really
she's smoking.
Super sexy. I forget what I was saying. Oh, about the AVN. But there was when Tyson and Jenna and 50 Cent came on the floor. When Mike Tyson walked into the Evil Angel booth, and I've talked about this before. The energy around this guy when he would walk, the sea of people that he brought, it was amazing. I've never seen anything like it before or since. Oh yeah, that's us. And he was just telling me to tell everybody he was a pimp, and it was a fun discussion.
Tyson is awesome.
Yeah, but my dumb fucking look at my idiot face. That really is.
You're happy to be there.
I know.
So happy.
You're happy to be there.
He's very happy to be there.
I know, but I'm like every kid in Scared Straight during the demonstration. Fucking fat idiot, blithering, dopey face.
We've run out of time.
Yes, we have.
We stayed late for Plaxico because you got stuck in traffic, and we like having Plexico Burress on the show.
And Pete Davidson popped in.
And Pete popped in because he's got a meeting with this place today.
Yeah.
Plaxico, you promoting anything? You going out to the game?
No, I'm not actually going out to the game.
Where are you watching it?
I'll actually be hosting a big soiree or whatever.
Soiree.
Yeah.
The Duke and
at Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
Fox was fucking great.
It's a good time.
Yes.
It's like fucking in the middle of nowhere.
It is. It's kind of nice up there. I haven't been there in a few years.
I got very sick up there one time. Me and Kenny had stomach flus, so we were trying to drive back to the city. I had supposed to do on the air, and literally we were lost. And Kenny had that awful GPS, the fucking OnStar, where you got to call someone and tell them, and they fucking fax you the directions. It was so bad. It really was awful. Call us and tell us where you're going, and we'll take Polaroids, and then we'll fucking mail them to you.
And we'll drop them out of a helicopter, and hopefully you catch them in your car.
And I was getting out in the exactly. I'm getting out in the mountains, and I was so nauseous. I had to just keep getting out, and I was going to vomit. It was so bad because you are in the middle of nowhere. Really, really hard to get to place.
So enjoy it, bro.
No, it's
Have a
great.
good time.
Yeah, I'm not selling it well.
Yeah.
But it was a fun. I'm doing a gig there in like February. It's awesome.
The last time I puked, I was getting sick on the way to work, so I tell Kenny I just got to go home, and then I go pull over. So I go to the back of his car to start puking. He might tell it differently, but I feel his car nudging as I'm puking because he's making sure I don't puke on his car.
Yeah, Kenny's priorities are always in order.
Every time I see Kenny, I just picture him going, Kirstie Alley got a body for fucking.
You know who Kirstie Alley is? Cheers.
Alley.
And
yeah.
She's like 70, and she's the hottest
she's
thing.
still
I've ever
hot.
Vanity, look at Vanity. How fucking lovely she is.
She's
wow.
60, mid-60s.
Oh, yeah.
She's 65.
She looks great.
Yeah.
She was in here. She looked
She was
very
in
good.
here?
Kirstie Alley's here.
Yeah, she has a cute smile. She has like a Alicia Silverstone, that type of like kind of quirky, different, crooked
Yeah,
smile.
like she's about to make a shitty Batman movie.
Oh, right.
Look at that.
Oh, my God. That was
She's
not a
such a
hit.
milf.
That's what happened to her.
Yeah.
She made a Batman movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Remember Mr. Freeze?
That wasn't her.
It's chilly.
No, she didn't play Mr. Freeze.
I was going to say. I don't remember jerking off to that.
Yeah.
All right, we really got to go. We've run out of time.
I'll be in Kentucky this Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the Laughing Derby, and then I start my theater tour in Chicago next Thursday, the 11th, at the Vic Theater, and then Milwaukee and Michigan that weekend as well.
Jesus. And Mark Norman's got Laugh Boston this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, and check out my podcast, Tuesdays with Stories.
Yes.
Give it a listen.
We definitely will do that.
And Plaxico has the Super Bowl. Now, is it an open to the public thing, or is it
It's
pay in
open to the
advance?
public. Yeah, Foxwoods Casino Sunday. You know, it's going to be. We're going to have a great time.
You do any of that gambling there, Plaxico?
I don't gamble.
You don't?
I don't gamble.
I
at
don't
all.
either. Is it because, I don't trust myself?
I don't trust casinos.
Oh, okay.
I just don't.
Interesting.
I mean, there's just no way you can tell me that, you get 20 on a flip on the blackjack table, and they can get 21 with 5 cards down. It just doesn't make sense.
It's a little shady.
Yeah.
I gamble in my own ways. You know what I mean? I have fun.
No condoms.
Exactly.
No condoms, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, negative.
Yeah, you see guys with a couple hands in a row, they come over and punch the computer, they're like turning the computer to the side, like, doing something like that. We got to get a new deal and reshuffle the cards.
Yeah.
It's like,
Plaxico's very suspicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
I may go to that actually. If I don't know if we're working the next day, but I may go up to Foxwoods for that.
Yeah,
I want to do something
that'd
fun.
be a good time.
Nice. Yeah, I went up there a couple weeks ago to check out the venue. It's going to be nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
All right.
Pete, you got anything?
SNL this weekend?
Yeah.
Larry David.
Oh,
Larry David.
Larry
my
David.
hero.
And 1975 is playing.
Nice.
And tickets, there's a few tickets left for my Wilbur Theater show in April.
Great.
So
go see Pete live. He's very funny.
Great room.
I'm a nice lad.
Pete's
You really
hilarious.
are. Pete's he's a nice lad. That's a good description.
A nice
of Pete.
lad.
A sweet boy.
I mean well.
Yeah. You're a well-intentioned boy.
I'm a well-intentioned boy.
It's a good egg.
We all mean well.
We all mean well.
We all mean well.
We try. Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's get out of here.
Where's
then, man.
Fat Justin Stengel?
He was
in
here,
the
but
boardroom waiting for you in the
Oh,
conference
yeah?
room.
Oh, shit.
You were supposed to go there, not here.
Yeah, you went the wrong way.
Well, I
your
gotta
meeting
meet
is with him?
Plaxico. Yes.
Ugh.
No, he's just going to sit
kind of a
there
shitty meeting
and
are you
fucking
having?
take up space.
You were supposed to meet down there at 10:30. Justin panicked and ran out of here, and then you take his spot.
That's why he walked out from your
A meeting with Pete Davidson.
Who
and
just
Pete-
came in studio?
And Pete says, "Fuck that! I'm going and saying hi to the boys."
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely.
I love it. You have
All
a
right.
question for Plaxico finally? Now that you sat for a half hour,
Great guest.
come on,
yeah.
one question.
No prison rape.
No, oh, you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, nice language.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Wow, nothing.
I've heard worse.
Did you like playing for the Giants or the Jets better?
You sound like you're about 13.
I am, technically.
Giants.
It's got to be Giants.
Gotta be
Gotta be
Giants.
Giants,
I would
man.
assume.
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Such a great Super Bowl.
We'll have Plaxico back soon. We'd like having you around,
Yeah.
Plaxico.
Yeah, man, it's cool, man. I like to come up here and, joking around with you guys, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a good way to start my day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
And we'll ask you some more cutting edge questions next time. Did you like wearing a helmet? That was very
Fuck you guys.
No, you don't know the question.
Hey, are shoulder pads heavy?
We had some real shitty questions for him earlier.
Really? No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
more
like-
on us than on you. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm not a good interviewer.
No, we had shitty questions.
This meeting's not going to go well.
Oh, come on. It'll be a lot of fun.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Cool, man. Peace.